Hello and welcome to DC30 and our Mythic Odyssey of Theros, D&D with an ancient Greek twist. I'm your Dungeon Master Red, and I'm joined by my players Heaton, Paige, Violet, Morse. Welcome to the stream. When last we left off, you guys had arrived at the island of Kephalis in search for a lost tomb. Sorry, not Kephalis, what am I fucking saying? I wrote this and I should remember that. The island of Iska. Off to a great start. In search of a lost tomb, rumored to be on the island. You searched for a time, had a nasty encounter with a horrific entity known as a Woe Strider. In the end, Calliope was able to draw on her powers as an oracle and glean the location of the tomb from her goddess, Nycta. You arrived at the tomb and were able to enter, facing many dangers inside, from shadowy undead, slimes, and tricky puzzles. You eventually faced the guardian of the tomb. A harrowing battle ensued, where you were ultimately victorious. You were able to clear out the content of the tomb and stow it safely in the bag of holding given to you by Daxos for this mission. Mission accomplished, you made your way back to the entrance of the tomb and emerged to be greeted by a rising sun. And that's where we left off.
How's everyone doing? Health-wise?
Pretty good, actually.
Not so good.
Are you massively injured?
I'm halfway.
You're halfway.
As in, I'm halfway not okay.
Okay. Let me see if there's anything I can do about that. Bear with me.
I am drained, but not hurt. Nothing a nap would fix, though I would suggest we want to get back sooner rather than later.
I mean, it's still afternoon, so maybe we should make it back to the observatory, then follow the route that we took the same way here. Then again, if I remember correctly, this side of the coast was relatively safe apart from that arsehole shark.
Thinking we swim?
I think we could swim if we just swim just around this side bit, and then I believe that the top area was all the vineyards, and we might come across some of the places where the inks developed, but I think if we give it a wide berth, people should probably just leave us alone.
We could swim, don't mind.
I'm happy to follow.
Okay. Sounds good, alright.
At that moment, sorry, if I could just interject for 1 second, because Strawberry Boy just shared some of her emotes that she's made in the Twitch stream. I would encourage you guys to have a look at them, because they are quite cute.
Yeah, very cute.
Very, very cute.
Oh,
Aww.
So yeah, you guys roll your shoulders, having sort of spent a couple days in the dark, and set off. And at that moment, you hear a very strange sound.
Oh no.
What does it sound
Weird
like?
kind of yelpy noise right behind you.
Okay, it's not a dog.
Joy.
It's not a dog.
that's a no.
We got found by the gnolls.
And you turn around. So just full disclosure, I rolled for it and I rolled a natural 20, so I was like, okay, come on, but like,
Okay, yeah, it's fair.
it's an island full of gnolls, you gotta fight gnolls at least once. So well, actually, because I had a table. Does someone want to volunteer, or should I roll?
What's this one for?
What? It might not actually
How
be
many
gnolls
rolls?
that hops on that surprises you guys.
I'm gonna I'm okay with the DM rolling on this one, because if we've already got a natural 20 on the first one, then like might as well go full force with it.
So,
No harm there. It's fun.
quick retcon. You don't hear that yelpy noise. You hear a...
It's a big cat.
No, like sort of like the sound of clacking, and you turn around and you see
It's not more around you, is it?
three large cockroach-like creatures of a sort of
Oh,
reddy
gross.
brown color inching towards you. Thank you,
Alrighty.
Ed. They're sort of like and they're sort of just staring at you. They're staring in particular at Jason and Amalia, you notice.
Oh,
Of course they are.
Can I cast Shatter on them?
Okay, everyone roll for initiative.
For fuck's sake, woman.
What?
You're worse than
First action, and
Hey.
already
Hey, at
Yes.
least this time she's not casting Shatter and pulling a Tim the Enchanter and just blowing herself up.
well, we don't know yet.
An excellent point.
yeah, we don't know how it's going to end.
Me. Just remember, guys, I watched the stream last week and I have took mental notes of all the things you have said.
I can't even remember
I
what
thought
we
I was
said.
quite generous.
What did
Oh,
I
trash
say?
talking, Desmond, calling her dumb.
I mean,
Did I?
Who
I don't believe I
doesn't,
said that.
No, we said with
I-
your
I-
mace, you're not.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember saying it, but I completely believe I've said it on more than one occasion, and I'm sure that I'll say it again in the future. So
Yeah, I'll be honest. I probably said it more as Alex than Jason then.
Well, I don't trust you when you're holding your mace. That's the only thing I remember.
Yeah, again, like the most
Casting a
damage that's
spell
been done to me in
or
one hit
speaking
has
to an
been between.
NPC,
Yeah.
Or okay, this is getting harsh. Shut up. We do trust you. We do trust you.
Yeah, you're a people person.
It's gone well sometimes. Look, Eslen got us into the castle, not the castle, the noble place. So
That's what I mean, people person.
I'm just ripping you guys, like.
How's
For the
the
record.
music, by the way, Twitch? Is that all okay? Hope it's not too loud.
This is a
Kill
fantasy
them with
setup.
fire, Ed just mentioned. So tell you what, let me, why don't I go ahead and click activate on the map?
Okay.
And then I'll engage battle mode. Oh, hang on, I forgot to set that up. Real quick. Edit scene. Battle.
I'll break you to
Change.
pieces.
This is my last resort. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Superstar.
There we go. Oh, for some reason, Jason's token thinks it's still nighttime. Let me go ahead and set global illumination on.
I don't know how my computer is gonna handle this.
If you want to just tell me what you're doing, I can move your token manually.
No reason, gonna try it anyway.
Cool. Global illumination is on. Can everyone? I hope everyone can see the battle map. Okay. Almost forgot to turn on. For the love of. So
I
much to
can
keep
just
track of.
see my token, but nothing else.
Yeah, same.
Your token and nothing else.
It's just like my token, a big black
A
square.
black, yeah, my token on a black
Oh,
space. Right, and I imagine that if I move my token to the left,
Hold on.
I can start mapping the room out by moving my token around.
Is global? How about now?
There we go.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah.
Can you see now?
Yep.
Cool. I just turned on global illumination just to be sure. Cool. All right, we'll go ahead and save that. I don't have, so you'll have to see the Skype icon for this one because I don't have Scotty's image saved on this screen just yet. I don't think. Yeah, no. So we'll just have to leave it like that. Okay, so yeah, we'll also need everyone to roll initiative.
22 for me.
Alright, 1 second. Create a battle. Let me roll for these guys as well, real quick. Get that out the way.
Who's rolling for Calliope?
I'll roll for Calliope. Actually, if someone wants to Jaeger Calliope, that's fine with me.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Thank you.
21 for Scutinas.
Okay, so sorry, 25 to 20?
22.
21.
Okay. Update combatant. 22. Jason, update combatant.
16 plus 4 for Calliope, so 20.
Okay, 20 to 15.
19. Sorry.
And what's your dexterity modifier?
+1.
Can I get you to roll again? Just just a straight d20. Just roll a straight d20 again.
18 + 1. 19.
What'd you roll?
19.
It's cutting out. Say again.
19.
19 again.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you will go before. And you, Eslin, would you roll?
So that was a 20 for Calliope and a 9 for Eslin.
Nice.
9 for Eslin. Okay, I'm getting massive lag. I don't know why.
From all of us or just some of us?
All of you. I think it is me. Like, the music is lagging as well.
Oh.
Are you listening through the Twitch stream?
No. Although I do have that turned on. Let's turn that off. Okay, I think that sounds better. I think the Twitch stream was taking up too much CPU. Okay. So, top of the initiative order, Jason.
Okay. So, this one that's immediately in front of me, is that elevated on something? Like, are they all elevated on something?
Yeah, those aren't as high as they look on this. They're about 5 feet off the ground.
About 5 feet? Okay. Alrighty then. This one that's immediately in front of me, what's that, 45 feet?
Immediately in front of you. Sorry, say the question again.
The one that's immediately in front of me, so I'm going to move. Wrong one. 5, 10, 50. So the thing that I'm moving on top of, is that elevated too, or is that...
That is elevated as well.
Okay, so, right, so I'm going to do, so 5, 10, 15. So I'm going to move there, 15, move 15, 50. And I'm then going to... Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to move here. Oh no. Oh no, what have I done? Uh-oh. I've done something.
You're like me when I play around with too many buttons. Like, oh no! Patterns, drawings, help.
No. Yes, I don't know what this is. Why is this done? I'm trying to move my character and it's just doing more of this. Oh no.
Do we need an undo button?
Well,
Yeah,
it's creating I think it's probably like the tape measure one, or one of the options on, like, of the 6 options is now. Let me see. Yeah, what you've got selected is the ruler on the bottom right. If you move
got it.
One on top right, yeah. As for how to get rid of it,
Oh, you just click it again.
We should always know what your route was at the first turn.
So,
It's
sorry,
ingrained in our
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to move there. Sorry about that, DM. I don't know how to get rid of this green thing either.
Oh, I think I can get rid of it for you. Yes.
Thank you. Sweet. So this one here, perfect. I'm now within 20 feet, and I'm going to throw one of the many spears that I have.
Okay, which spear are you throwing?
I just one of the 5 that I picked up.
One of the what?
One of the ones that I picked up from the tomb.
Okay. One of the
'cause
expensive, nice ones.
yeah, because you said that they're
Okay.
expensive and nice, but they are basically like I can. Well, actually, this is a DM question. Then, will I be able to reclaim it after I've thrown it?
Possibly. I mean, just depends on how badly you throw it.
Okay.
You know
So
it's
basi-
functional. It's
Yeah,
well
yeah,
made
yeah.
and with like expensive gilding and stuff like. Okay, cool. You know, I was just clarifying that that was the one you were throwing.
Yep.
All right,
That's
go
fine.
ahead and make an
Go-
attack roll.
Going to throw one of those. It's going to be a 14 to hit.
14 just hits,
Just hits. Okay, sweet.
and you're targeting the one up right in front of you. Yeah.
The one that's in front of me. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Go ahead and roll for
So
damage.
that one takes 10 points of passing damage.
Nice. You hurl your spear, this beautiful spear that once belonged to the Olantan king Barakos, and it just, like, you've seen well-made, you've even wielded well-made spears before. This one just sings through the air, and it pierces this creature's insectoid chitinous hide, and it looks sort of like in pain, and it sort of rears to look back at you. Jason, you watch the tip of the spear that's sunken into the side of this creature. A thin but unmistakable veil of rust creeps over the blade
Oh, okay.
of the spear.
No. I know what these are. I don't
Yeah.
like.
Yep.
Anything else in your turn?
Well, all I can do is continue movement and have another attack. So I am going to do that. I am going to. For fuck's sake, man. 5, 10, 15. Would I be able to get next to it? Hello?
You guys saying anything?
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, it just massively cut out for a second.
Yeah,
for
it
you
cut out there
guys.
for me too. Yeah, so would I be able to move next to it if it's elevated?
Why does it
Or do you
keep
want to-
cutting out audio?
Oh no.
Let me just, so if I put these down. Okay, I think we're okay. I must just be having shit internet tonight. Anywho, sorry, another attack, Jason?
So yeah, so I was saying, in terms of moving up next to it,
Yeah.
do I need to roll anything, or is it not that elevated?
I'll say you can jump 5 feet without expending
Okay.
any additional movement.
Yeah, sweet, cool. And then I'm going to do an attack with the Eclipse Spear on this one, as opposed to the normal spear.
Okay.
So
Go ahead and
that
make an attack.
that is going to be a 17 to hit.
17 to hit.
So that's
17?
17, yeah, 1-7.
17 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah. I'm going to re-roll that one. I should not have re-rolled that one. That's 7 to hit. Sorry, 7 damage. Piercing.
Okay, which spear are you using?
The Eclipse Spear.
Okay. So let me just... Oh wait, wrong tab. Something's making my audio lag out. I'm gonna try turning off the music, see if that helps. Sorry about this, guys.
That's okay.
Okay, so 7 points of damage.
Yeah, 7 points with the Eclipse Spear.
Okay, very well. This thing is not looking in a very good way. It's definitely bloodied, and it's... just makes this sort of low hiss at you. Yeah, you
That's my turn.
pull out the Eclipse Spear, and it appears unharmed.
Yeah, thought so. Thank you, that's my turn.
Okay, audio keeps lagging. I'm gonna try popping in headphones, see if it makes a difference. Need to see if it's the AirPods. Okay, I'm gonna just try keep this on like this and see if it makes a difference.
Test 2, 3. Can you hear us?
I can hear you. It's just I need to see if it lags out later.
Yeah.
Because if it lags out, it means there's something wrong with my Bluetooth. Okay.
Which is always fun.
Very well. So yeah, is that your turn, Jason?
Yeah, that's my turn. Thank you very much.
Very well. So continuing on from there, Scotty, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm assuming that each of these points here is like a 5-foot incline each time, a 5-foot
Correct.
climb. I would like to, don't know whether or not Mirthful Leap comes into play for this, but I basically just want to, fucking like a goat, bounce up these things.
It would so pretending it were a straight line. Would it? How much movement would it take from where you were?
If it was a straight line,
Yeah.
5, 10, 15 to be up on top, I would say.
And what's your total movement?
My total movement would be 35.
Okay, I would say it would cost you 25 feet to hop up there using your jumps, but
Okay?
yeah.
And then 30, which gives me range then. I'll probably start there for now. And then from this point, I am going to, the one that Dryson is in combat with, I am going to reach out with my blade and cast Gore Spike for a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 8.
Fails. It takes, or if it is capable of taking it, if it has blood, it takes 9 points of necrotic damage.
Good to
and
know.
If it is, if it ever makes a spell, then let me know. And then my last 5 feet.
It seems that the spell seems to very much take in effect as you watch as this creature. You seem to rip a sickly green ichor out of this creature's insectoid chitin, and then you stab it with its own insectoid blood.
Ooh.
And last 5 feet of movement, I'm just going to then take a step back on, so I'm kind of like on the back point here.
Very well.
That's it.
And Calliope?
She's gonna move like I can't move her, but like a tiny bit forward, like 1 or 2 squares. And then she's gonna attempt to cast Bane on those two.
Those two. Okay, charisma saving throws for Bane, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Ooh,
Yes.
they are not charismatic. Okay, so 15 for one and
Fails.
9 for the other.
I mean,
They're
15,
both-
that is still a charismatic cockroach.
That is a very character.
He rolled a 17.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. So that's a fail on both of them. So they are now babaned.
Babaned.
And babane.
It's time to Bane.
Babane. Who's next in initiative?
That would be Amalia.
Okay. Take a bardic inspiration, love. And that'll be the end of Calliope's turn.
Let me just mark a note of Baned. So what's that one called? Marked, targeted, blessed, cursed. Here we go. We'll go with cursed for this. The one near Jason as well too, right?
Yeah, both of them. Yeah.
Good to know. Amalia, it is your turn. Kitty cat?
It's not actually in the call.
We drop her a message. Oh wait, oh no, she's frozen. That was not. I'll tell you what. While that's happening, I'm gonna try the AirPods again. Okay. Seems okay for the moment.
For now.
I'd love to be able to keep the AirPods if I can, because the transparency mode means I can hear my own voice, and it makes it better to do voices and stuff like that.
I am on camera again.
Nice.
Ah, thank you for reminding me. We'll go ahead and... Oh wait, there's less important. Let me tell you what, let me switch back to general for a second before I forget that too. Edit scene. Turn off Scotty's image. Save. And we'll head back to battle mode. So internet cuts out. Okay, so we'll just give her a few seconds. Yeah, I see her picture is frozen, Ed, thanks for the... But yes, you are correct. Hemomancy is the technical term, but I think blood magic sounds cooler, personally. Ed was just Myron your powers more.
Oh, it's a fantastic... Yeah, so it's a really cool set of homebrew that was created on D&D Beyond. I think I've got the name of whoever sort of set it up there.
Remind me at the end of the stream, Ed, and I'll drop you the link for the actual spreadsheets that have the homebrew on them.
It's definitely it's a real good one, and it's got some real cool potentials there as well, while still being really balanced and having appropriate benefits and disadvantages. And me and Red have spoken a bit about how we can adjust certain existing spells that kind of work with hemomancy in mind, such as Gaseous Form turning into the blood pool, which I think has its moments.
I would like to have a look at the whole spell slot thing at some point, but I suppose that's again, it's not a case. It hasn't concerned me yet. I just worry that it might.
Using the hit die for sorcery points
without
or using the hit.
Well, because when you use the hit die for sorcery points, you also take damage, and that's sort of what makes me okay.
If you use the hit die to cast a spell directly, you take the damage. If you just convert them to sorcery points, you just convert them to sorcery points, and you lose them as hit die.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah. It was, okay. Thanks for the reminder. But still, though, at higher levels, that could easily be like an extra 2 9th level spell slots.
You can only use sorcery points to cast spells up to a certain level, or to cast spells up to a certain level, I believe. Or
no,
let me double check.
You can convert them into spell slots directly, can't you? The
as a bonus action. Let me get the
homebrew let you convert the hit die into.
It doesn't let me convert them into spell slots. It lets me convert them into a spell I cast. So it's not. I can't just regain the slots. I have to cast it as a spell.
And that makes
because otherwise, that would be.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll happily have that alternative.
No.
Let me get up the bits.
Okay, I feel a bit bad about that. But yeah, no, sorcery points is only up to a certain level.
Let me get the... So, yes, I can spend sorcery points to cast a spell using sorcery points, but that can only work up to 5th level.
Okay, I feel better about that.
Yeah, so it can only go up to 5th. You can't create spell slots higher than 5th. I think because of that balance in mind.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you can use your sorcery points to gain additional spell slots, or sacrifice spell slots against sorcery points, which is something that's already a thing anyway.
Cool.
But what I get as Hematurgy is firstly an extra sorcery point and an extra hit die, and there's the ability to spill my own blood to cast something, or I can turn it into sorcery points, which is the Fonts of Magic one.
Yeah, the turning into sorcery points one, I think it was the one. But with the whole 5th level thing in mind, I suppose I'm a bit better about that. Guess what was the other thing I was saying? Humancy is something very... Oh yeah, humancy is something very unexplored in popular culture. Agreed, Ed. It's got really dark connotations. It's hard to make a blood magic sorcerer the good guy. But yeah, I think we've done a pretty good balancing act. But speaking of balancing, people's attention, obviously, we'll have to move on for Amalia, at least for the moment, and hope she rejoins us soon. So it is the wounded insectoid creature's turn.
Boom, boom, bring it on.
it's basically gonna stand on its hind legs.
Oh shit.
And just sprays the steam out of itself. Jason, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Fuck, okay. I fucking hate these. I'm a big old horse. 14.
14 succeeds.
Oh, yes.
Hey, Baba Booey.
So you manage to just out of the way of this massive cloud of gas that then quickly dissipates. It's also going to take a bite attack against you.
Okay.
A 17.
17 misses.
And you
Shield up.
and you just you almost just slap it out of the way with the shield. And it sort of retreats back at you and is Alright, next up it is Eslin, your turn.
I would like to cast Shatter, please and thank you. 10-foot sphere. Can I get it like in between the two, or are they slightly too far apart?
Let's find out. So 10-foot sphere. Wow, yeah, no,
Hey!
that sandwiches nicely, so we'll go ahead and put that.
Perfection. So they need to make me. Sorry, this is at 3rd level as well because Eslin wants to get going. So they need,
Oh shit.
they need to make a Constitution saving throw.
For those of you who are less familiar with the spell Shatter, it's basically releasing a massive blast wave in all directions that just turns everyone's insides to soup. Con save, yeah?
Yeah.
So the one that Jason's attacking rolled a 4 total,
Fail.
and the other one rolled a 12.
That is also a fail. So
Okay,
I
go
need to
ahead and
roll
roll
it.
some damage.
no, you are not. I am not going to be rolling damage. I'm going to be using my channel divinity to absolutely blast the shit out of them. So I am no good at math, but if somebody would kindly tell me how much 4 times 8 is, I think
8,
it's
16,
32.
24, 32.
32, yeah.
Yeah, they take 32 points of thunder damage.
Okay, so the first one, so Jason, the one next to you, which is, you know, was nearly at death's door, kind of as it is. He wasn't looking great.
It's men in black just.
Yeah, pretty much. And Jason, you're just you're just painted head to toe in this yellowy ichor as this thing gets blasted so hard into oblivion. There is no piece left of it that is larger than a thimble.
Yep.
And the second one, which was undamaged, also gets blasted into oblivion with an instant fatality that absolutely just turns it to soup. It has just enough time to go before it gets eradicated. Amalia, welcome back. Eslin, was there anything else in your turn?
Eslin is going to turn around here.
Turn around and what, sorry?
Oh no.
I love it. I was going to turn around and
And walk
Oh,
away.
did it cut out?
It
Yeah.
Cut out, sorry.
now
say
I'm going to
again?
turn around and that was it.
Yeah, Eslin's going to start walking back up the way that they came and like instantly like start like rushing basically because she's
Cool
done
gals
here.
don't look at explosions.
Wait,
Yeah.
Yeah,
the way we're
much,
going.
yeah.
Wait, the way we're going, or towards the quick route back? Ah, it doesn't
The
matter.
quick
We'll find out.
back.
As in towards the water.
As in towards the water, yeah.
Very well. What was the other thing? Oh, Amalia, please go ahead and take your turn.
You may need to unmute yourself in order to take your turn successfully.
That is a very good point.
So just as well, just so people can see, the last one is over here.
Okay, so what did I miss while I was like off internet-wise?
Eslin's going through some stuff right now. Is about all you missed. So Eslin blasted the two nearest you into a fine yellow mist. There's one left, which is, I'd say about 60 feet away from you.
I don't know what I could do.
You've also been given inspiration from Calliope.
1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you see here.
Where are you pointing?
Like, you see where Jason is, the square thing,
Yeah.
before. Can I move here? I don't know if you can see the shape I'm creating.
Yes, I see where you are. Let me double check that. So,
BRB.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. You would have to dash if you wanted to move any further than that.
Okay, leave me here, and then I'm gonna manifest an echo.
Where are you manifesting it?
Here. Like,
Okay. So once again, Amalia sort of closes her eyes in focus, and these shadows erupt out of her, which form a shadowy ghost clone of herself, which she materializes at the chosen location.
and I'm not gonna use the Shatterer, I'm gonna use the Battle Axe.
Okay.
And the Echo is gonna throw it.
Okie dokie. Go ahead and make 2 attack rolls. One with your battle axe, one with your hand axe.
18.
That hits. Go ahead and roll the second attack.
10.
10?
10.
10 misses, unfortunately. 10 misses.
Can I try that again?
Try that again.
Yeah, like the hand axe one.
Well, no, you threw the hand axe.
Okay. Do I?
Can you try that again?
Well, I have 2 hand axes, so technically I could.
So you need a third attack action. You can use action surge if you like.
No, it's okay.
I have canonical image of Amalia throwing it, missing it, being like, right, can I do that one again, please?
Yeah. Okay, go ahead and roll a d8 plus your strength modifier for the first hand for the battle axe. Which fortunately is a shadowy apparition, so it doesn't really take rust damage.
4 plus 5 is 9. 9.
Okay.
God damn it.
What?
It's just that my headphones are very, very good, and that was like some intense ASMR in my ears.
Let me taste your skin.
Tap, 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 tappy, tap.
Very well. Anything else on your turn, Amalia? Oh, that's your action and your bonus action and your movement, so fortunately not.
Nope.
So, this creature is going to now turn. I don't think these things can fly, but let me double check. Nope.
Flying cockroaches.
It is going to just scuttle across the ground. 5, 10, 15, 20, and it is going to take a breath attack against you, Jason.
Okay, deck save.
Yeah, dex save, please. What'd you roll? What'd you roll?
Oh wow!
It's a natural one with no modifier.
Oh. So, this time you go to sort of duck out the way, but you feel your hoof kind of, like, sort of do that whole thing where, like, scrapes on the cliff edge behind you.
Yeah.
And so, it's not that high, but you sort of just reflexively catch yourself rather than actually getting out the way. And so you are hit with the full force of this, and you don't have even time to raise your shield, and you sort of just parry yourself this way, and you go back to look, and you're waiting for, like, to feel any pain, and you sort of look yourself over, and you don't see any scars or anything. Then you look down, and you see your splint armor is covered with pox of rust and patches of corrosion. Please put a -1 modifier on your armor in particular, or on your AC in general while you're wearing that up.
Yeah, gotcha.
It'll also take a bite attack against you.
Sweet.
Natural 20.
Okay. That definitely hits.
So, you take... Oh!
Max damage.
Full damage! Which is 17 points of piercing damage. I need you to make another dexterity saving throw.
17, 17.
Yeah, so it's a D8, so it rolls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understood. So 17, and then make another dex save?
Yeah.
That's a 9.
That also fails.
9.
This time, you go up and try to block with your shield, and it unfortunately manages to, like, reach one of its pincers around the shield, and just snakes this, like, it just almost like catching a toenail almost on the carpet. It just and just opens a big gash on your arm, and you're like, "Argh!" And you look where it was biting at the shield. It's now just a big rusted patch on the sort of center buckle where the shield was.
Okay.
Cool. Your shield has a -1 to its AC.
-1. Sweet. Just to make it easier, I'm just going to remove the shield and put a note that it's down there.
Very well.
Because it's the same AC either way. Okay, cool. I mean, not cool, but cool.
Right, that's its turn. Next up, I think it's top of the initiative order. Yes, your turn, Jason.
Sweet. Because it's right next to me. 2 spear attacks.
Go ahead and make 2
Fuck.
attacks.
First one's a 10, which I'm assuming misses.
10 misses, yes, unfortunately.
Second one is a 23, which I think hits.
23 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
I'm going to roll damage. Ooh, I'm going to leave that damage as it is instead of re-rolling. So that's a 9 points of passing damage. In an almost involuntary chopping motion, you go to stab one of its limbs, and you stab right at the joint, and it sort of just goes straight through, and you twist the spear, snapping the limb off. Nice.
And it sort of just thrashes about. It's not looking great.
Yeah. That will be my... Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Very well. Scotty, your turn.
Alright. Will jumping down here cost me movement?
Sorry, say that again?
So I was planning to go 5...
Screw it, I'm switching permanently to the
10.
headphones. I will fix this later.
Can you still hear me? I went to you.
I can hear you, I just that it sort of cuts in and out, and it's really annoying me, so I'm just going to switch to these. Sorry about this, guys.
All good, Aruni.
God, I hate this
So,
sometimes.
I'm thinking of going 5, 10, and jumping down off this. 15, 20, 25...
Cool. That one's a bit
30.
high. If you're jumping down, make an acrobatics check.
I will do that then. That's a 6!
It's a good, strong, solid 6, though.
It is a solid 6.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, so you're used to more, bounding across the sort of more mountainous regions of the Katakthon or Oraniad mountains. So, and those are sort of much bumpier, rougher, coarser rocks with much more purchase. These are oceanside rocks that are sort of slick with salt in some respects. So, you perch on what felt like a really good spot, but you just feel your feet slide across the rock. You only take 2 points of bludgeoning damage, but you are knocked prone.
Okay. So that was 5, 10. So I'll use half my movement to get up, like a fucking mess. And then I will move the last bit. So if it's 35, then that's 50. Should be so 5, 10 plus 15. Yeah, that'd be all I could do. This is great. So I started off bounding up the thing, like, yeah, off we go, and then fucking stack it straight down. Brilliant. Well done, Scotty. Fantastic movement. Okay, so...
You stand up and you, quickly, adjust your cloak. I hope nobody saw that.
Okay, however, it is now within 25 feet, which is good. So I am
Accounting
now
for
going...
the angle, it would technically be 30, but that's fine.
Yeah, cool. I am going to reach out and, yeah, I'm not going to mess around. I'm just going to reach out and...
Touch faith?
Sorry,
please continue.
Do I want to use sorcery points to this? No, we don't. We're doing fine. I'm just going to cast Claw Spike normally.
Very well. Con save?
Yes.
Nine.
Fails, takes 12 points of necrotic damage.
How do you want to do this?
Yay!
So it's kind of like nattering at Jason's shield, and so I just kind of like I manifest the gore spike again, but I just take the existing spike that I've kind of stabbed it with, wrench it out, and then sort of like spin it and just smack it down the back of his head instead, and sort of like get like almost have him headbutt it against your shield. So kind of like also like as if you kind of like knock someone else against the shield.
Yeah.
But there's also when it falls down, he's got a spike on the back of his head, and probably as he falls down, it impales even further.
As the Icarus icicle strikes this creature at the back of its sort of bulbous insectoid head, you guys hear a loud crack, and this thing falls back, thrashing about, its legs in the air. And it sort of does the whole spider thing of like having its legs up.
Yeah.
In the throes of mid thrash as it sort of collapses in on itself in that state. And it just goes rigid with pain and then dies.
Good, let's move quickly. Come on, guys. We've got places to be.
I'm just going to pick up my axes. 2 seconds.
Oh, Jason as well. The spear you first threw, that has a -1 on its damage modifier.
I was literally going to ask, would it still be around considering Eslin's Shatter? Because it would have been inside of the thing when it blew up and shattered.
Exactly. It wasn't... So... It was attached to a creature which was immediately exploded, so it wouldn't have been destroyed, but make an investigation check.
Okay. That's a 13.
Yeah, easy enough. Takes you about 5 minutes or so, but you find it about 100 feet away.
And it's looking rusted and a bit rubbish, so we see -1.
You see a weird sort of like dog-like creature that was sort of just, sitting holding a sandwich, and it's sort of and it's like, it's in the middle of, and it's got the spear sticking out of its skull, and it's like its last look of confusion etched permanently into its face.
Yep. But what did you say was a -1 on it, you said?
-1 on damage rolls.
On damage rolls, okay.
Fix that!
I will go over to the one that's still effectively there as the spear's been picked up, and I'm gonna try and salvage something useful from it.
Okay, Monster Hunter, make a survival check.
I mean, it's becoming that, I've got to be honest. 17.
Yeah, easy enough. I'll say you were able to... How many vials do you have at the moment? Just to keep track of that.
We popped it in a note before because I've got another 10. Are they not actually written down on here? Got what we got. I think we actually never stacked it because it was just each had like I think we initially said it was like between 20 and 30 that just kind of like stacked inside his coat.
Okay.
But I have over 23.
Cool.
I'll get an accurate number for us next time.
You get 2 vials of this. You managed to salvage 2 vials of this creature's blood without any harm to yourself.
Okay, cool. And then I shall join.
Very well.
I'm gonna call it. What the hell am I gonna call it? Rust blood thing. Rust
monster
thing.
blood. Yeah. So yeah, these were rust monsters. One of my favorite monsters. All right.
With all the stuff that I've got, can I go over to Eslin, hearing her say I can fix that, and kind of put the spear and my shield, and well, not really in front of her, but just kind of like, can you do anything about this?
Yeah, I'll just keep using the mending cantrip while they're all gathering the stuff. Like,
You reach out with your hands and weave the cantrip. It doesn't seem to be taking effect.
Well, I guess can't fix it.
Yep, this is fucked beyond repair.
I do have some spare armor though, if you are struggling.
Jason, make an intelligence check.
Okay.
She's gonna give you the rusted heart, the heart armor.
I am thinking about sandwiches.
Okay.
Is that our new one?
Tell you what,
for
I
any
will
kind of
throw a
investigation?
Hail Mary. Amalia, make an intelligence check. She's the only one who could possibly know about this.
Anything below a 10, I would say, is now sandwich time.
Yep.
What am I rolling?
Just an intelligence check.
Oh no. She not that smart. But weapons, yes. Anything else? No.
Well.
Oh. 7.
7.
Swords and
different
sandwiches.
different sandwich. Sandwich.
Meatball sub.
Would you like my scale mail?
These chitinous creatures reminded you too much of a crustacean, Amalia, and now you're like, damn, I could go for a surf and tough.
Prawns, and then some like steak, and then some together. Yes.
Thank you, but no, I think I'll still be okay. I'll still be okay with this. Maybe if I come across a handy blacksmith or something like that, I'll talk to them about it. But for now, I'm still good to go.
I mean, you could always borrow my coat if it's too much of a problem.
Actually, really quickly, the bag of holding stuff that we put, the stuff we put in the bag that we found, was there a shield in there? Because I'm pretty sure there was.
There would have been a shield in there, yes.
There would have been a shield in there. Okay.
Oh, I have a spare shield because I have the magic one, and I just had the other one that I had with my starting equipment. You can have that if you want.
Oh, actually, yeah, that could be handy just until we find something else. Yeah, sweet, cool.
Sure, take it.
I'll put the rusty shield in the bag, and then take the good one for myself.
Very well. All right, so you guys are heading into the water, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Because your equipment wasn't rusty enough.
Yeah.
Very well. So you guys are swimming at a much slower pace than it was you and Scotty, Eslin, because nobody else has a swimming speed, unfortunately. So there's one doggy paddling horse, a kitty cat which is sitting like just perched on top of the horse with like her tail like fluffed up, is like. Jason, you feel some claws very deep in your back.
Okay, almost there. Keep going. Just keep going.
Tell you what, I am obviously partially joking. Would Amalia be a swimmer?
She would be, yeah, because
Okay.
hello, weapons. Hello, fighting since she was like 5.
Hello, the plains of Oreskos don't have a whole lot of water in them.
Hello, bounty hunter.
Hello from
Hello.
the other side.
I'm fairly certain Dog the Bounty Hunter can't swim, but that is besides the point.
This requires investigation.
Very well.
So I imagine we are also only going to swim as far as it's needed before we're on the other side of that mountainous ridge, and then
Okay,
pop ourselves
easy
back
enough.
up.
It would take you about an hour. At your sort of slower swimming speed, it would take you about an hour.
Yeah, that's fine.
Nothing
as
disturbs
soon as
your
we make
swim.
land, swim, run, 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 run.
You guys,
Alright.
very well. You guys set off at a nice pace, and yeah, pretty much at this point, it is easy enough to just. This is the safe side of the island, so over the course of a couple hours, you're able to walk back the sort of couple miles that is the distance to. Soon enough, you see the familiar sight of the Violet Citadel and the town of Faleron.
Ah,
The Citadel ever as resplendent as sort of like an ivory construct just emerging from the water with the significantly less nice town nearby.
Let's get straight back to the Sirens Wrath. I'm ready to go.
Question, can you spin a spear fast enough to use as a propeller? There's nothing in the written rules about that, Ed, but that would be down to a DM discretion. I suppose it would depend. Like, Jason has a strength of 20, right?
it's like the
I would say
Quidditch in Clone Wars.
Yeah, if you spin it fast enough, you gain a flying speed, and then you go full on Kung Fury style.
Do it. If a creature with a strength of 20 had also the haste spell cut on the
I was
cast
literally
on them,
thinking the haste, yeah.
and made a successful athletics check, I might be persuaded to do something like that.
There is something I will need to do first, but I'll be as quick as I can and meet you back at the Wrath. I need to find an alchemist.
Okay, understood. I'll make sure that the ship's ready to go.
Yeah, I'll go back to the ship with Ezra and kind of get the food and stuff ready.
Very well. So we'll go do Scotty's first. So Scotty, you're looking for an alchemist?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And so first thing would be to see if I can find any that show any serpentine or similar regalia in terms of but at the same time, I don't think there's going to be a great deal in the town. So
Make an
I might just have
investigation check.
Yeah. Okay. Investigation check. 13.
You do have to ask around a bit. None of people know exactly what you're talking about. A lot of these people are far simpler folk. But eventually you're pointed to someone by the name of Praxilaus, and they point to his a relatively small, almost shed-like house. It's sort of like, it's like two sheds stacked on top of each other in terms of size. Very sort of dingy, i.e. slight blue terracotta tiles to the roof and the standard beige clay to the side. You see, it doesn't look super, it looks a bit run down and cracks on the side, little vines that are growing out of it. You see the makings of a herb garden outside, but this doesn't look, very manicurely curated. It's like a tiny jungle. And you wonder how anyone would gets what they want. Like, you see there's a lot of good stuff there, but you wonder how anyone keeps that organized or manages to find stuff. It's like a big pile of Legos. Like, all the pieces are there to do whatever you want, but it's going to be a whole lot of sifting.
It's organized mess. I'm sure it works for whoever this owner is, who I will go inside and try and meet.
Cool, you knock on the door. You, the door is opened and you see a, older fellow with a half of a goatee, and a sort of a very obvious old burn on this side of his face. A very prominent bald spot right here, and a single tuft of white hair here, as well as a crown of nice little Bill Bailey hair that comes down. Yes? He says with 3 teeth.
Good evening. I'm here to pay tithe. I have a few materials
Tithe?
here.
I got a little tithe, but I was gonna go down to the tavern later, so we don't have a whole lot of tithe.
I will reach into the pouch where I attempted to keep the Woe Strider eyes. And I'm going to hold it out and go, are these still in a good condition? Can they be used?
Boy, did you kill a man?
Not a man anymore, if you know what those are.
He sort of looks at it for a moment. His eyes widen, not in like shock or recognition, but he sort of realizes, oh man, I have no idea what this is, but I know it's special. I mean, I wouldn't know the first thing to do with it, I'm sorry. I make topical ointments. I'm a little above my pay grade.
I appreciate your honesty. Would you perhaps have something that can help keep them in the condition they're in on a long journey? I don't want them to spoil, you see.
He thinks for a moment. Maybe. And he sort of walks inside. He comes out he has this jar of pickled eggs, and he's quickly stuffing them in his mouth.
I'm actually looking rather impressed as he goes up. This is a feat.
He just gives up at this point and hands you the jar. There's still got like 4 or 5 other pickled eggs in it.
Okay. Do I think this is going to do damage to this ingredient?
I'll say make an intelligence check and add your proficiency bonus if you are proficient in alchemist tools. I can't remember if you are.
I am not, I don't
Okay,
think.
so just make a general intelligence check.
Okay. That's an 8 total.
I mean, it seems to have done a good job of keeping those eggs in tippy-top condition.
Right. I was thinking more perhaps salt.
Oh. I mean, I have salt, but not much in the way. More of a personal supply. The general store has can sell you bags if you like.
Right. Well, thank you for your time. Have a good. Bye.
As you walk away, you hear like just at the corner of your, "What a nice man!" And just door shuts.
Eager not to waste time, I will look for a general store, or if there's anything that looks remotely like an altar to Farika.
Make an investigation check.
So I do not want to take forever messing around.
Oh.
22 that's intimidation. Sorry, 15 plus 16 total.
You don't find any indication of Farika worship, as far as you can tell.
Okay.
The general store is easy enough to find. It's
Okay.
pointed out to you. You go inside, you see a younger woman with a bright red pixie cut.
Cool. I'm just going to approach and just go,
Yes, hello.
Evening.
Welcome.
Just
How can I do for you?
a handful of salt is all I need, and how much would that be?
She takes the thing and starts measuring it out. She shows you like a coin purse's worth of salt.
Okay.
Will this work?
Depends on the price, but most likely.
2 silver.
I hand out the only 2 silver coins that I have. rendering me now completely poor with nothing in possession. But I go, that is a fair price, and I will take that. And I'm going to let's see, how many bow strider eyes did I have? I had 6. I'm going to place 4 of them into the pouch with salt.
She watches, her eyes go like, as she watches you just take these eyes out and poke them in the bag.
Yeah, that's fine, it's all good. Yes, that'll work perfectly. Have a good day now. And I will turn around and leave.
She just remains like that as long as you look at her.
Lovely. I smile, content, and I'm going to go back to town. Go back to the boat.
All right, circling back to the Sirens Wrath, you guys, Jason, you said you were getting food ready?
Yeah, no, only just because I'm the quote unquote chef on this role, and it's just setting myself back off to set sail again, making sure we've got everything.
Okay.
Making sure the food's good.
Go ahead and make a roll with cooking tools. Are you proficient? No, wait, not yet, but
No, I'm not, but I think
a Constitution check.
Yeah. Oh, that is a 20 modified.
Nice. You're able to take the venison that so there was some leftover venison that Galatea had obviously hunted, and you're able to sort of carve that into these little strips, and you wrap them around skewers and manage to roast that up into these nice little dollops of meat that you're able to fold into a piece of bread with other vegetables and things like that, and you guys will enjoy some lovely venison wraps.
Nice.
Okie dokie. Does anyone wish to do anything at this point? What would you guys like to do?
As soon as, Eslin will do all the sort of, little duties she's got to do, check on, the crew members and shit like that. But then she'll literally be stood at that dock waiting for Scatinos to arrive.
You see Tanis, who is sort of still with Galatea. At one point, she just climbs up into the rigging of the mast and is sort of kind of just sitting playfully, staring out into the horizon with her bandaged eyes and smiling. Just sort of rocking back and forth.
Be careful up there.
Oh, I will, Leslie. She's just enjoying the breeze wafting through her pale blonde hair. Okay, I'll say about this time, after a short while, Scatinos comes back to the Sirens Wrath.
Let's get moving immediately, please, and thank you, guys.
Gran Kion says to you in Primordial, so, where are we going?
Bashiros.
Straight there? I believed you had not to dispose of your acquisitions, did you not?
I'll let him know when we're on the way. I'll prepare sending or something, but I don't really have the time or the spell slots today.
He sort of just nods and says, very well.
He knows that we'll be honest with him and pay what we owe.
Very well. He just turns to the rest of the crew members in comm and is like, all right, Wraith the midden mast and set sail. For those of you taking notes in the audience, Gran Kion is a crab person, which is their navigator, and he has a little trouble speaking English.
Sorry, what did I miss?
He speaks perfect Primordial, though.
What I missed, where we going? Are we leaving?
Yes, you guys are setting sail.
Sweet.
All right. It's easy enough. Before long, you're leaving the docks behind you, and the open water gives way to more open water, and more open water, and by around the mid-afternoon, the Isle of Iska is more of a pinprick on the horizon. No, not pinprick, but it's in your rearview mirror by a ways off.
Memories, huh?
Sorry, which one is your chair, Ed? So Ed in chat said, "Yo, that's my chair."
Oh, it's probably. I'm
Top
imagining
right,
he's
yeah.
referring to. Yeah, it'll be mine. Yeah.
Okay, so Gran Kion moves up to you, Aslan, and says, "We'll be there in approximately 5 days.
5 days, perfect, wonderful. Thank you.
It'll take us to right on top of it. Alternatively, we can stop earlier and approach from the seabed. How would you like to proceed?"
Fastest route possible. Thank you.
He nods. All right. The sails open wide, and you guys are off. And just for we'll leave that. Okay. Does anyone else wish to do anything whilst you guys are on the boat today?
So are we doing like a time skip sort of thing where we say like, oh, what are you doing today? What are you doing tomorrow, etc.?
Yes, there will be rolling for random encounters, but other than that, yes. If you wish to do anything whilst you have downtime on this boat, you can.
I'd like to, after a day or so, investigate the condition of the two sets of voice dry dries and see which one seems to preserve better.
Okay.
Also, for reference as well, I would have also split the ice stalks from I've described it as holder thing, ice stalk thing, because I didn't know what it was, and I don't think Scotina still know exactly what it is because I failed the Arcana check. So I'd have put 2 in the salt and 1 not, and I'm just determining if either set is looking better in something of an experiment kind of thing.
Very well. So we will absolutely get to that.
Yep.
Anybody else?
For the first day, obviously once she slept, then Eslin will prepare remove curse.
Okay.
And take the curse off of her armor on the first day.
Okay.
Which is a 3rd level spell slot, and then she'd also prepare sending and notify Daxus of the fact that she's headed off, and she'll give him back his stuff eventually.
Okay. You get a response that says, "Not enough words here. Go to sleep. Have something that can communicate better there." Oh, yeah, go to sleep tonight. Have something that can communicate better there.
Okay. And then that'll be Eslin's first night.
Okay, and easy enough, you're able to remove the curse from the armor.
Hey. Nice.
And so, can I get someone to roll me a d20, please, for the first day?
I will do that. Is this before we've done a long rest, by the way?
So you've had a long rest, so the first day goes by without hitch.
Okay, lovely.
So Amalia, your hit points go back up to full as well.
Yeah, we do.
Have a 17 at you.
Also, Deem question before this starts. If we're doing this over multiple days, is there any way that I can, over the course of however long we're traveling for, see if I can rebuff or de-rust the armor?
Go ahead and make a general dexterity check.
Okay,
If you're
cool.
proficient with blacksmith's tools, you can add your proficiency bonus.
No, unfortunately not. I was assuming there's probably some stuff on the... No, never mind, that's sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
Yeah, no, you You get a cloth from below, and you try to sort of gently wipe it away, gently scrape it, and you watch as on the first thing you like, and like immediately as you shave off a section of the metal, and you're like, I'm gonna stop now before I do something I might regret.
Yeah, fuck. It's alright. It's alright. This is fine.
Before we go into the other stuff as well, on the ship, is there like a first aid kit with like bandages and stuff?
You need the medic, says Scotina's with a grin.
No, not you. I just need a bandage. I want to give
Have you cut yourself?
the scarf back. Well,
I'm
yeah.
the medic, Scatinos.
I slowly put my vials back. Okay, carry on.
I'm the Kledic. I'm the Kledic.
You would be able to find some form of a wrap on board, yes.
I was just thinking maybe it'd be useful to have a bit of everyone's blood in case I need to find everyone.
You can only take people's blood with permission.
That's
You
why I'm
know this.
asking.
No.
Okay.
I don't need to ask you.
So
I've already got yours.
So you said 17? 17, right?
Yeah, it's a 17.
Okay. So around about the late afternoon of the first day, who's on lookout?
I guess me.
Okay, Eslin, make a perception check, please.
Trash rolls incoming. Oh no, 26.
Okay. You spot something very clearly that's pale and grey off the starboard side, about 2 clicks. That
Can I
seems to be
see what it is?
Make a percep. It looks like some sort of rock that's getting closer.
And it's coming towards us.
Yeah.
Guys, there's something coming towards us, and I'm going to cast Sleet Storm between us and whatever it is.
Okay.
So whatever, if it's coming towards us, it will have to make a dexterity saving throw or fall prone.
Cool.
Is someone already prone if they're swimming?
Yes, it
gonna
definitely
say.
fails. So go ahead and roll damage.
Does it just float?
It's not damage; it's just prone.
Oh.
So basically, they are on like ice.
Ah. So you just all these like sleet just bangs down from the sky, and it just freezes the water as it touches it. Now you've got a sort of teeny tiny little iceberg floating towards you guys.
Let's
That's
just
not
keep
good.
going. Ignore it. It's not there.
It floats past you, and now it gets to about 60 feet. And now you guys look over, and you can see a bit closer. It seems to be a bunch of grey rocks that are now like covered in ice and sort of floating in the middle of this little ice platform that was created by Eslin. But yeah,
It just floats alongside us.
yep.
Is it really just rocks?
I try and cast hemo. Actually, what's the range I need of this? The only thing I can cast is Gore Spike. So I will. What I will do is I will subtly cast Gore Spike. So I use a meta magic feat to subtly cast it, so it doesn't show there as well. And I'm just going to sit there watching it.
You reach
I'm
and
good.
feel for the pull of like the blood from inside a creature, and you feel nothing.
Okay, cool. That's fine. I'm happy with that.
It's about parallel with you guys now. It's sort of directly past you guys now. This sort of the ice does. How long does the ice last, Eslin?
Concentration up to a minute.
So the magical ice at this point, I'll say, has melted. It's been a minute, and you just see these grey rocks. There's about 4 or 5 of them, about each one the size of a grapefruit. One of them sort of slightly bigger, just floating one after the other on the ocean. Couldn't hear you, Morse.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I wasn't
okay,
saying.
okay. And they float away.
Oh.
They're floating away. Okay.
Risky rocks.
You guys press on.
Yeah.
What's the condition of the salt bag? And
Yes. Both eyes are unchanged at this time.
Okay.
You get the sense that you're not sure, basically, if the salt has any effect yet, because you get the sense that these might take a bit longer to decompose anyway.
That's
So
fair.
you would have to give it a little bit longer before you could be certain.
That's fine. I'll check it each day, and just as soon as I spot a notice, that'll be fine. Cool.
Okay. Night comes, and you all sit down for your long rest. Eslin, as you drift off to the land of Nod, you find yourself once again swimming through the ocean. You're just playfully gliding through the reefs of Vashiros and the kelp forests that are adjacent to the city. The reefs that produce the most beautiful coral that the town is known for. And your family's industry of, jewelry and other textiles are known for, all being produced from the coral. You just take in this vista of anemones and algae and fish swimming happily. A manta ray flies over your head, and you're content, reminded of a simpler time. And you hear a voice behind you that simply says, "It truly is beautiful down here."
Yeah, it's certainly something. Hi, Daxus.
You turn around and you see the familiar fiery head half nymph, which you guys have all become so acquainted with. And it's something's off, because he looks like he's just walking on air at this point, not even fazed by the water. And he just says to you, "Pardon the disconcerting appearance, but it's my dream too, technically, and I don't feel like swimming right now." He chuckles.
It's reasonable. It's quite time consuming, and yeah, if you're not used to it.
So he gestures to a rock and offers you to sit with him.
Yeah, I will.
So, tell me everything. I thought you might reach out a bit sooner. I was willing to offer you aid and send you to my contact, who would be on the island. I wasn't sure when you arrived, so I just... are you coming back to deliver it yourself?
I might not, but I'll make sure the others do.
Let's start from the beginning. What happened?
Well, we were on the Isle of Iska. It was very nice. Went to this observatory, spoke to the gods. They told us which way to go.
Which
Also
god did you
found a
speak
very-
to?
Oh, the starry one. Not Thassa, so not interested.
He looks at you. The starry one?
Calliope's one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't know she
Found
could
something
do
interesting
oracle
there.
powers. Sorry.
We'll have to show you.
Continue.
Well, I'll let the guys show you when they get back. Yeah. Sort of died twice. A little bit, a tiny bit. And yeah. It was a fun journey and all, but it's time for me to go home. And I can delay it as long as possible, but I'll make sure that they bring the stuff promised back to you.
What did you find?
Oh, well, cursed armor, which I have uncursed for you. You're welcome. You will have it back. We're sort of using it a tiny bit.
Do appreciate
Um,
that.
What?
I said, do appreciate the removal of the curse.
You're welcome. I'm very useful sometimes. Big axe. What was the other thing? Cool gauntlets, which do lightning shit, I think.
Whose tomb was it in the end?
Oh, some angry guy who got cheated on, I think. I'll be honest, I had some other things on my mind, you know. The genocide of my people. Funny, right?
Are you okay, Aslan?
No, of course I'm not okay.
It was a rhetorical question. It was, let me rephrase. What's going through your mind right now?
A lot of things, a lot of responsibilities. I don't know what to expect when I get down there. Don't know who I can trust. And I just feel that I feel so disconnected. I feel so disconnected from where I've come from and where I am now. The person that left for Shiras is not the same person that's going back there, and it's just worrying, right? Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
I mean, when I first arrived on the mainland and was nearly killed by a snake, I had never set foot on dry land in my entire life. And now I don't feel distance from the sea. I feel like this is home and stuff like that, but so much has happened in this time.
Well, you said it yourself. The person who left Vashiros is not the person that's going back. And heaven help whoever goes up against, sorry, Nyx help whoever goes up against the person that's coming back.
I mean, that's assuming that we find resistance. Everything could be fine, right? Am I wrong to think that?
It's never wrong to hope.
Yeah.
I still hope that, I'll open the door one day and, I'll see my mother and father standing there, ready to be a family again. I don't think it makes me stupid to hold on to that, no matter how impossible it actually is.
I mean, you have a family. Like, we're your family, as long as you're happy to have us, but I realised things change. I don't know what to expect. I'm afraid, I'm irritable. I'm angry. I'm frustrated, I'm scared. I want to get there as soon as possible, but also I never want to go back. It's the worry, the concern, the responsibility, and what if all of this journey was for nothing? What if everything that happened, you know, all the things we've been through were for nothing? What if Vishiras is fine and I've come all this way and changed so much for no reason?
I don't think even you truly believe that. I think
It's a possibility.
I think you're afraid that you may not succeed. And you're letting it get you down. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that you shouldn't have that feeling, because that feeling is natural. We're always put under this intense pressure to be steelied in the face of hardship, but that's not true courage.
I'm not afraid for myself.
You're afraid for those you care about.
Of course I am.
And that's perfectly natural.
It is perfectly natural, but the thing is now that
Look at me. I know a little something about rage. It's like a river of fire, if you'll pardon the appropriateness of the analogy. Do you know what? I was trained by a group known as Flame Speakers. That's less important to what I'm about to say, but just for context. Do you know what they taught me about my abilities?
I don't know, channel your emotions into something creative like art, or you know.
You're half right. The channel part is the important thing. My powers come from, are fueled by my emotions. Calliope's too. It sort of comes with the territory, and what we have to learn is it's okay to feel those things. But left unchecked, the fire burns out of control and consumes you. The fire is your friend, but it must be focused. And he sort of, at this point, it sort of demonstrates, he sort of summons an unruly fireball that's wild and in all directions, and you feel the heat coming out of it, and the water starts to boil around you. And he says, but it must be focused. And he sort of clenches his hand, and the fire into a like sort of blade-like structure. And he lets it go. All that rage you're feeling, all that worry, don't fight it. Let it in, and then aim it out.
I don't know my target. I don't know what exactly I'm supposed to be fighting when I get down there.
Well, I guess your target is finding your target, and then your target will change. Always have a goal in mind. That's how you stay focused. That's how you focus the river of fire.
I'm okay. I'll figure it out.
I know you will. Break down the problem into smaller problems. Deal them one at a time. And you'll get there. I know you will.
I just need all of this to be over. I need to go back to being Eslin, just the cleric Eslin, the Healy cleric Eslin, the one that, like, you know, is good at behaving and doesn't embarrass people. Just that one. Just that version of me.
Is that who you want to be?
It's who I was born to be.
That's not the question I asked. Look at me. There's someone I was born to be, and there's someone who I am.
I can never be that version of me in Visheros. She
Says
will
who?
not fit in. Says me. I've lived there my entire life, and I know what happens if you stand out. But it's fine. That's not the problem. The problem is that everyone's dying. Well, everyone's fine. And therein lies the problem. But it's going to be fine because I can do it. It's just I worry what comes after.
As long as
But
it's
don't,
what you want.
I mean, you'll get your stuff back, so it's not a problem, you know? Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll be good.
Look. Hold on to the stuff for now. These are... one thing at a time. How do I put this? If being a perfect brick in the wall is what you truly want, what will actually bring you happiness, then I hope that's what you find. But really ponder it And if there's even a part of you that wants a little more, that aspires to
course.
something greater.
There is obviously a part of me that does, but I'm so much more than just Eslin. I'm a daughter of a noble house and a wife of an even nobler one. I'm a mother to someone that's got to find their own way there. It's not that simple to do what I want to do. It's not that simple to be who I want to be. I've got to be the person that people expect of me. And that is fine, because that's just how things are. And what's going to happen next is I'm going to go beneath the sea. I'm going to figure things out no matter what happens, and I'm going to send everybody home. And I'm going to send your stuff home because that is my duty.
I'm the wrong person to talk to about duty, I'm sorry. He laughs heartily at that.
Yeah. But good talk.
I don't pretend that it's going to be simple, that it would be simple. But it's got to be worth trying at least, no? And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I wouldn't give up on what you want, just right off the bat. Not without a fight.
What I want doesn't matter. Who I am doesn't matter. Keeping up appearances matters. Doing my job matters. Not bringing shame to my family matters. And that is perfect. That works for me fabulously. And maybe at some point you'll find something that's worth sacrificing yourself for, and that doesn't always mean just dying in battle. Sometimes it means just giving up what you want. It's the adult thing to do. But I actually need to get some rest at some point, so thanks for letting me keep the armor. Thanks for the advice, but we'll see what happens next, right?
Hold on to the, so just to recap real quick, sorry. You found the magic items, anything else?
Yeah. A bunch of other stuff. I'll send you an itinerary at some point. Or inventory list, sorry. I've been at sea too long.
It's all in the bag, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on to the magic items. I can collect them at a later date. Use them to save your people.
Thanks, Texas. See you around, maybe? Probably not, but, you know.
Hope so.
Stay frosty!
He just shakes his head.
So,
Just promise me you'll think about what we talked about. And before you can even answer, he just waves his hand and darkness takes you.
cool.
And you wake up with the sound of gulls blaring. So just for reference as well for the people in the audience, the kind of ship they're riding is a trireme, if you've seen those sort of ancient Greek ships with the big square sail and the oars. Theirs in particular is called the Sirens Wrath. It has a black and teal design of paint on the hull and a bright blue sail that has a siren screaming on the front. No figurehead yet, because they couldn't afford one. Anywho, okay, so the second day comes. Would anyone like to accomplish anything specific this day?
Does Eslin look particularly perturbed?
Eslin has been the fucking worst version of herself this entire second part of this trip.
I was going to say make an insight check, but yeah, I'll say...
It's like, Eslin, you're... I'll do an insight anyway, just in case.
Eslin,
Sorry.
you're putting ketchup on your cereal.
She just looks super angry all the time, and she's like wearing holes in the ship from walking backwards and forwards. She's making no secret of the fact that she's stressed out.
Mm. Okay, I'll take a note of that. Other than that, there's nothing I want to particularly get done unless anyone else does.
I think at this point, I'd say about halfway through the day, Tanis is gonna come up to you. Eslin, is everything all right?
Absolutely fine, love. Have a nice day.
Yeah, I'm glad you rolled for that.
I know you're lying, but all right. And she goes away. Can I get someone to roll me a d20, please? So Ed just wrote in chat, a figurehead makes a boat. Better get one. Couldn't agree
I
more.
can do that. I'm rolling the d20.
Okay.
7 ton.
Oh no, that's not what I rolled. The rocks
I think that
return.
is what you. Yeah, the same
rocks
rock.
return.
Could you please roll again?
Yeah.
No. Another 17?
That's amazing. That is amazing. That's another 17.
I wanted to see if it would do the same for me. Then I'm good.
You guys watch as these little, the same little rocks climb aboard having sprouted legs and walk up to you as like, what? What, we're not good enough for you? Fuck you,
Okay.
bitch! And then they jump back into the water.
I rolled again, but it was a fucking 18.
Okay.
Oh, that's amazing.
Favorable winds fill the sail all day. During a day of travel.
Hey.
That's far better than rocks in your shoes.
That is way better than
I
rocks.
thought we were going to gain pocket rocks.
You guys have no idea what those rocks are.
I know, that was amazing though.
We're calling it
Twice.
I'm calling it the pocket rocks.
Just
Amazing.
make money easy, D&D Bitcoin. Is there equivalent of D&D Bitcoin? I guess D&D Bitcoin, I guess it would be the deck of many things. It has the same reliability as Bitcoin. Anywho, cool. So you guys gain a day of travel. You are now 2 days away.
Nice.
Nice.
I guess Calliope will spend most of her time sort of meditating, especially at nighttime, and sort of just concentrating during this whole time. Nobody wishes to do anything else?
No, not for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm regretting not being proficient with alchemist supplies and going, I might want to learn at some point. Maybe if I drink this, what would happen?
Try enough.
Eslin prays hard every day, like the good little Triton she is.
Very well. The third day comes. So the second to last day of your journey arrives as you bound across the ocean. Can I get someone to roll me a d20, please?
Anybody want to do it?
I'll do it.
Okay. Get a 17.
That'd be fucking amazing.
It was actually a 17, yeah.
It's not even a useful roll. It doesn't do it. It's just rocks.
We've actually been going round in circles.
We best bloody not be.
I mean,
Eslin will jump off the boat.
You want me
So
to
how
roll
much-
again?
Yeah, reroll.
15.
15.
Oh, I don't like that eye thing you just did.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
No, can you roll again? This is the Cyclopses again. I didn't update this because I didn't realize you guys would be hopping on the ocean so soon.
Nor did we, to be fair. We discovered that quite suddenly.
Okay, please roll again.
2.
17. 17. 17.
I think 2.
2?
Oh.
Okay.
Which is 15 plus 2.
Yeah.
Oh wait, why are you smirking?
What are you talking about?
Why
Shit.
are you smirking?
Nothing.
We should-
I have the alert feed. Do I see anything?
You guys do all of a sudden feel a... just something hits the boat. And it sort of
Right,
shakes
good.
for a second. And Grankel's like, what the fuck was that?
Have you run us aground?
You guys hear a loud thunk, thunk, like loud tapping sound on wood going up the hull. As one, two, three of these enormous lobster-like creatures with a mouthful of tentacles. With these big pincers just climb out at you. And Kion yells, "Oh shit, fool." Everyone please roll initiative.
Ugh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, shit. Oh, 21 again.
I will go ahead and activate battle map again. I'm going to activate the ocean.
My father told me someday I will die.
Okay, there we go. So, I don't know. You guys had seen this. Oh yeah, you guys had seen the updated Sirens Wrath token, right?
I do love the name of our ship. I think it's well cool.
Yeah.
So, ladies and
Well,
gentlemen,
I'm stuck on 90%, unfortunately, but I will.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going to re-roll.
Give it a wheel.
Refresh.
A wheel? Give it a wheel.
Now on 100.
So yeah, this is the, just gonna zoom in and show everybody on, this is the Sirens Wrath boat asset. Made it myself.
Oh, I suppose I don't have vision. That's probably why I can't see.
Oh,
Yeah. Big blue
Yeah,
for me.
on the boat. Oh, yeah, big blue for me too.
We're drowning currently.
why don't you guys have vision?
You're not drowning. I'm not drowning.
In confusion.
Nice save.
Global illumination is on. I don't know why you guys don't,
Do we have tokens on the board?
Yeah.
I just see a
Maybe
blue
it's just
screen.
loading still. Yeah, blue screen
Token,
for me.
Vision. Yeah, you guys all have it. It is a big map, to be fair, but
I'm trying to zoom out, but I can't.
Yeah, I can't even zoom out either.
do you see the wavy patterns of the water?
Nope, we see a
No.
blue square.
So
Yeah, it's
probably
literally a
loading.
solid. Yeah, it's literally a solid blue square.
So it's loading.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what, this gives me a moment to get the cool ready. Or the chul, I forgot. I don't know how to pronounce it.
How's it spelled? Like PT?
Chuul.
Chuuul. Cool.
Chul beans.
Hey!
Oh, I'm going to refresh again to see if that makes a difference.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, this is
It's
a way
not-
too large a map. I use it for naval battles as well, but I might have to revisit how big the actual map is.
It's too big.
Well, I also don't even see. Normally when I have a token on the map, I see on the
Something.
left-hand side. I see. Well,
Yeah.
I also see underneath the anvil. I see 6 tokens.
6 options. Yeah,
I only see 3.
agreed.
Well, you
And
absolutely...
they're all grayed out.
Hang on, let me delete the tokens and re-add them.
Yeah, I was going to say adding the tokens might.
Let's IT crowd solution this.
Eslin... okay, how about now? Eslin and Scotty, I've re-added your tokens. Anything?
I will have a look. Bear with me.
I see nothing.
I see nothing also.
Does everyone else just have a blue screen?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Okay.
Well,
All
I'm
right.
glad you're up to speed.
I think this... So this map is literally like, I think, over
Might be
100
too
squares
big.
by 100 squares.
Yeah, it might be too big to actually process.
I mean, because it processes fine on Chrome for me, like on my sort of separate viewing tab.
Yeah, I'm on Chrome as well, and nothing's coming up.
Yeah.
Same.
Same. I'm only on Chrome.
Okay, well, for simplicity's sake, do you guys want to just, like, check on stream?
I guess so.
Yeah, can do.
Yes.
Can you, I don't know how
You might,
far
need to you might need to zoom out because we can't see the entire
Oh.
trireme.
Oh, sorry, I zoomed out. Okay, I forget sometimes that I'm zoomed out on the wrong thing.
Hey, the little health box at the side is cool.
Quick questions. Are the ship's crew able to die in combat? Yes, they are. Thank you for reminding the players.
They're all below deck, though, I believe. So as long as
No, there is
Shattered
6 people
should be
manning the
good, right?
sails.
Yeah, most
Oh,
of them. Yeah.
Oh, and
How
I
many-
almost forgot. Well, for so we're gonna use sorry, I forgot. So Galatea is below deck rowing. We're just gonna use an acolyte token for
I would imagine I'm probably below deck as musician then.
Oh yeah, you're below deck as musician. I forgot about that. So we'll just put you here for the moment, but I'll mark you as invisible.
I am absolutely blind.
Question.
Blind.
Like,
Oh,
it is
everything's loaded for me finally.
Oh, everything's loaded.
Oh,
Yes.
sweet. I'll reopen mine then.
Okay, so that actually just is easier. What about pre? Okay, we're just gonna use that priest token for Tannis.
Are there two of me?
There shouldn't be two. Oh, there are two of you because I deleted and re-added you. I think this one's meant to be. This one's wrong. The one at
I have no
circles.
problem with there being two of me if it means.
Where am I?
Yeah.
I didn't have time to re-add you because y'all were. So
Okay.
I'll just add you again.
Yeah, sweet. That might be why I
Okay,
can't
there we
open
go.
it.
There's Eslin. There's Calliope. Am I the person by the sail?
Yes, Calliope is steering the ship.
Okay.
So let's get some battle music up in here.
My roommates are listening to Phantom of the Opera and it's fucking with my head.
So the rule I'm going to use is on initiative count 20, the crew members are going to do whatever they've been commanded to do.
By any of us or Calliope?
By any of you.
Okay, cool.
But they can only follow one command per round.
Sure, makes sense.
So let's get a big fat initiative counter here.
Also, Scott, did you leave your Chrome open and then it just loaded in?
Correct.
Okay, cool. I'll leave mine open and see what happens.
Okay,
It was a very sudden
Yeah.
life thing, and it is a freaking enormous map.
Well, so I wanted to just have the one map I can use for like naval battles and stuff.
Yeah,
It
no,
makes
it
sense,
makes,
it makes sense.
total
Just-
sense. Yeah.
Well,
Like-
I'm just gonna
'cause,
always
like, both
have it
naval
open
battles
in the
and
background.
creature encounters, but yeah, I'll need to revisit that maybe. Okay, so let me just pull up the stat block for these guys.
It's probably going to come in handy when we go, underwater.
Oh shit.
Okay, so let me just roll initiative for the monsters.
I forgot what my initiative was.
A strange jewel.
Esmond, for our next, if our characters end up dying, can we just feel like a duo bard pair?
Yes, of course. Like twins or something. That would
Yeah.
be fun.
Okay, so I will roll for Tannis, who is using the Oracle stat block.
Reminder, Tannis is like 12, right?
15, I think, but she's
15,
small.
yeah.
15 to 17, you're not 100% certain.
Okay.
Teeny.
But she
She's
has
small.
a
She's
tiny
small.
body in a child's mind.
Yeah. She's small and could easily run away and hide.
Basically, she's very fragile.
I think she's tougher than some of you guys.
That would actually make a lot of sense.
Okay, so 25 to 20.
21.
20 for Eslin.
Just reading Ed's question. Yeah, oh, so Ed wrote, could potentially the party get stranded at sea if enough of the crew dies? To answer the question, yes. And Paige just wrote, Eslin can swim away. Bye, bitches!
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so sorry, say that again, 25 to 20?
21.
And 20 for Eslin.
20 for the kitty.
What's your dexterity modifier, Eslin?
Not particularly good, I don't think. +1.
Okay, so it's the same as,
Maria.
yeah.
You sure it's +1, Aslan? Because I had you as higher for the breastplate.
+1.
Okay. So, alright, so you get a total of +3 at, like, in the best case scenario with that, breastplate.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Bear in mind, no one is close enough to you right now, so you have an AC of 15, I believe.
Would it be lower than my current? Because I've got my AC is 18 already.
Yeah, you shouldn't be wearing your chainmail. Oh no, so you got your shield. Sorry, I forgot about your shield.
I've got my shield and I've got the cloak of protection. So
Yeah, so shield and shield and cloak of protection. So yeah, that would be plus so 18. Yeah, it can
Okay.
go up to 20, which I think you
Nice.
were at before, right?
no, this has been my AC for a while. 18 was my standard. So anything additional will be when
Are
people
you
get in.
also wearing your chainmail at the same time?
No.
Hold on. Sorry about this, guys. I just need to make sure I'm not.
This map is so large, my computer is literally saying no.
Sorry. So armor 14 breastplate. +1 from the dexterity bonus to 15. +1 from the cloak of protection, so 16, and +2 from the. Okay, yes. So you were you wearing scale mail before?
Yes, I was. Yeah.
Ah, sorry. I thought you were wearing chainmail for some reason.
No.
Why did you have scale mail when chainmail was an option?
Cause reasons.
Okay, fine. So yeah, so
Aesthetic reasons. Literally aesthetic reasons.
It probably was aesthetics as well.
yeah, so you gain up to +2 on your armor depending on how many allies are next to you.
Oh, if I put that with Shield of Faith, that would be broke.
Well, they're
By which
saving
you mean-
throws. Yeah, so while you're wearing this armor, so I don't know if we read through the armor together, right, Esla?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we know what's up. Cool. Sorry, I lost my place.
No, it's cool.
Okay, so yes, there's a 15 for Tannis on initiative. Okay, so you guys, so I'll put it was 20, right? Eslin
For Eslin, yeah.
and Amalia as well. So I'll let you guys decide on each round who goes first because you guys have the exact same initiatives and the exact same modifier.
Okay.
Who's this person? Okay, right, forgot to roll for Calliope. Can you...
I rolled for Calliope. She got a 9 plus 4, so 13 total.
13 total. Okay, 15 to 10?
16 for me.
Oh.
Did you not do
20
15
to 15, yes, 20 to 15. 16?
Yeah,
Okay,
16
cool.
for me, yeah.
And that's all of you guys. Gran Kion, who has I'm going to say a scout stat block with a Triton's race. Yeah, +2, so he rolled a total of 6. And the crew members here on initiative count 20. So, top of the initiative order, Scotty.
Okay. Has it fully climbed onto the
You don't know. All you've heard is a
Good
bunch
point.
of thunk, thunk, thunk. Like, you've heard like these sounds crawl up the boat.
Oh yeah, it doesn't sound good though. I'm gonna have to expend my movement to get up from the boat. Do I achieve? Do I break do I come up top by the end of my movement? How long does it take for me to get using movement to
It
get
would
up?
be a 10-foot... There's a ladder, so it's... Would it be using your climbing speed? I feel like that's a bit harsh if there's a ladder. I'm going to say with your whole movement, you could get to your exact same spot where you are, but above deck. So here.
Okay, sounds good. So the whole movement to get me, and where would I end up position-wise?
Oh, yeah, you should have appeared near the grate. Your, like, token should have appeared near the grate. Can you see yourself?
Yes. Sorry. Apologies. Yes. So what I will do.
Cheers for the
sorry,
show.
I'm having having a few, just had a few tech issues. So where I'm positioned is where I end up.
Yeah.
Cool. And I see the creatures appear by that point. Or can I see them climbing up onto the
No,
boat?
you see them. They've climbed up onto the boat at this point. You see them.
Okay, cool. In which case, by the one that I'm right next to, I am going to spend 2 sorcery points to cast as a bonus action poison spray.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
Yes. Let me just pull up this thing. Stat block. The poison flies and splatters on this thing and has no effect.
Okay, lovely. I am then going to, as my action, cast Gore Spike.
Okay. So, another con save?
Yep.
9.
That is a fail, fortunately, and it
Very well.
takes 9 points of necrotic damage.
Very well.
That is all I can do.
This creature definitely has blood, and as you pull it out, it's sort of this very thin, like really runny, almost watery-like substance that just sort of seeps out of it. Kind of like, I don't know if you've ever opened a raw crab or lobster. It's just this really runny.
Yep,
Ooh.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Plenty to play with.
Yeah.
Juices.
Yes, it's definitely more juice than blood, but it counts as blood for the purposes of the magic.
Fetch me the butter.
Good. Yep, that's my
Sorry, I
turn.
don't know why you were invisible there. Okay, so after that, Amalia, your turn.
Amalia is nothing cool.
Okay.
Should I go? 'Cause
Yes,
we
yeah,
have
Eslin, you
finished.
go.
If I position myself like directly in the middle of these two things,
Okay. Like there.
I'm waiting for the thingy to load because the thingy's not loading. So will it get an attack of opportunity against me? Yeah.
It will, yes.
Okay, that's fine. And are they both within 15 feet of me?
They are.
Wonderful. So I'm gonna do Thunder Wave at 3rd level.
1 second, it's just going to take its attack of opportunity.
That's fine.
What?
Basically.
Yeah, I just
Does a 19
just-
hit?
A 19 does hit, yes.
So, Eslin, you take... 9... 13 points of bludgeon damage, and you are grappled. So, unfortunately...
grappled?
Yes. It just wraps its pincers
Wrath
around...
of the Storm.
Okay, con save.
Yes. No, hang on. Bear with me. Oh, you're well making history.
I mean, it's probably a good thing that happened, so you don't blow the ship up.
Yeah.
I
Like,
would.
I think
not
that
with,
was like,
not with,
what?
not with Thunder Wave wouldn't do it. A
Oh,
Shatter would.
Thunder Wave. Oh,
Yeah. So that is a Dexterity saving throw.
Cool. 18?
It succeeds, but it still takes half damage.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that.
So that'll be 1d8 instead of 2d8.
We can roll 2d8 and half of that damage, I believe is how it works, right?
1. It took 1.
Okay.
So also, I believe that if anything is hit by lightning damage from me, it is pushed 10 feet away from me. Thunderbolt strike. Is it large or small? Large or smaller than large?
It is large.
So when you deal lightning damage to a large or smaller creature, you can push it away 10 feet from you.
Does it say grapple? Like, what happens if it's grappled, though?
To be fair, apparently that's one of the things. That's one of the
You can
good
use
things
it
about
for-
taking it
yeah.
because it will. Yeah.
Break a grapple, yeah, because
Okay.
as far as I get it, is that one way to break a grapple is to throw the creature away from you, and that ends the
Which
grapple.
I do believe also pushes it off the boat, if I'm not mistaken.
It lands in the water.
That's a
Get
really-
Shrek'd, right? Okay.
Get wrecked.
It's all ogre now.
Right, then I will
sorry,
position
Matt.
myself in the middle. After it's taken its, and since that one's already off the boat, instead is what I'm going to do is spiritual guardians.
Okay.
Ha 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 ha! Get foxy monsters.
What shape do you choose for your spiritual guardians?
We have two
Uh,
on my board.
What Jasons? Should I just
Yeah.
have Jasons?
No, I was just saying I can see two Jasons on the boat, so I was like, oh, maybe one of them's the spiritual garden.
It's 15 feet for spiritual guardians, right? I don't see two Jasons on the boat. God
I
damn
don't
it.
see two Jasons on mine.
I've got one. So basically, 2 squares to the right of Calliope, and then 1 up, and then one down.
Oh, that's I just see me and then the guy next to Calliope.
All right, fair enough.
All right, what form do you choose for your spiritual guardians, Eslin?
Loads of little tridents.
Tridents, like, as in the actual weapon.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes. Yeah. And it's a 15 foot circle.
got it. So you guys watch as Eslin like extends her arms out, and a ha 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 melody, like a sea melody, plays out as just her hands extend and a whirlwind of tiny, what look like forks at first, but you look closely and they are little tridents whirl around in a storm of stabby forks.
Stabby.
That Cool is now also 10 feet down, so he's just out of the range, unfortunately, of the Spirit Guardians. But the other one, okay, cool. It's on the start of his turn, right?
Enters the area for the first time, or a turn, or start. Oh, for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, it must make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, so yes, when it starts, it's done. Cool. So we'll bear that in mind. Anything else in your turn, Eslin?
I think that's enough.
Very well. Jason, your turn.
Okay. The one who is actually, hold on a second. Let me see how far I am from him. Okay, so I'm seeing about 65 feet from where I am to the end of the thing where Eslin is, right?
Yes.
And bear with me because it is lagging on my thing. Like I am seeing it. It is loaded. It's just taking a while to load up close. And there's one on my right hand side.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move. Oh god.
Sorry, Ed just responded. If the thunder misses, we'll set the ship on fire. No, it won't set the ship on fire. Thunder is like sonic damage, like concussive force. That's what it's meant to signify. So thunder doesn't set the ship on fire. Lightning or fire would. Unfortunately, Scotty isn't your typical sorcerer. Otherwise, the ship would have burned down long ago. Sorry, go ahead, Jason.
I'm going to make 2 attacks towards the one that I've just placed myself next to.
Okie dokie. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Oh wow, these rolls are really slow now. 11 to hit.
11 misses.
Okay,
It just
and second,
bang, bounces off the armor. This thing is quite as a hard shell.
and 18 on the next.
18 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Sweet, sweet. Oh wow, this map is really lagging out my rolls.
I will amend it for next time.
That's fine. I'm gonna re-roll that one.
You don't have physical dice? What are you, a Philistine?
I do. They are just not on me currently. I misplaced them. I don't want to talk about it. 8 piercing damage on the second attack.
Nice. So the first attack, you drive the spear, but it kind of just glances off the side of the armor, and you, learning from your mistake, this time try to aim for the gap in between the plates, and you find purchase, and it just bury it in there. It roars out in agony.
Sweet, sweet. And I'm going to use the rest of my movement just to go 5 feet back towards Katinos if I need to intercept.
Very well. It will take an attack of opportunity.
That's fine.
Oh wait, so you just 5 back, right?
Yeah, basically I'm kind of just stepping 5 feet back.
No, you're still within its range, like melee attack range, so you're fine.
Okay.
No attack of opportunity.
Cool,
After,
cool. That's my turn done.
I thought Scotinus was up at the top this bit over here because that's where I can see my Scotinus token. I can see it's my token up here. So
by the way, Amalia,
Amalia,
we had to skip your turn because you cut out of the queue. So go ahead and take your turn now. Cut out of the.
Oh no.
Okay, 1 second. Is there one in front of me? Like...
There is one close enough to you that you could reach it. Yes.
Okay. Within doing so, I would like to manifest an echo in front of me.
In front of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like in front of me, closer to the like little crabby person thing.
He's twice your size, but okay.
Yes, but it's an echo. It's not me.
No, the crab thing is twice your size.
Yeah, okay, but the echo will be in front of it.
Yeah, but you called the crab little. I was just correcting you. Okay.
And then I want to use the shattered.
The Shatterer, yes?
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna slicey wicey.
From the Echo.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. As you reach and swing with the Shatterer, you watch as Tanis, using her reaction, raises her hands and her eyes glow white, and all of a sudden your eyes glow white as well, and you suddenly see a whole host of different possibilities. You see yourself striking and missing, striking and decapitating it entirely, striking and just learning through just repeated rapid-fire visions flashing before you, different ways in which you can strike this creature. You just see possibilities in how they would turn out. Make the attack with advantage.
Nice.
17 plus 8, I think is 25.
Cool, yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Where's my d12? 7, 14. 14 plus 5 is 19.
Ah, okay, not gonna lie, I'm kinda dumb in the thought of the Pokemon. Yeah, no, I get that. Just names are confusing when everyone changes them around across mediums, Ed. I wouldn't. Sorry, what was that, Amalia? How much was it?
Okay, so the d12 was 19.
Okay.
And then I'm rolling, how many d6s do I roll?
That's only on a natural 20.
Oh, okay. So do I just roll a d12 then?
Yeah. You roll 1d12, not 2, right?
Yeah.
You got 19, so you get a +7?
No, so it was, because I thought I had to double it like last time.
Okay, so without doubling it, what was it?
7.
7, but you have your modifier as well.
Oh, so it would be 7 plus 5, which is
12.
12.
Got there in the end.
Not too hard.
Okay, very well. You carve a swath. This time you just, like an axe hewing through a log, you split one of its armor plates. It just looks at you with these. It seems to snarl at you, almost like curling its lips, except like a dozen or so of these like noodle-like tentacles reaching out at you, and it sort of just curls them slowly in like a snarl.
It's very ugly.
Go ahead and take your second attack.
Again, with the shatterer, please.
No problem. Go ahead and make an attack roll. This time is a normal attack roll.
16.
16
plus.
just hits. Oh, 16
but-
plus. Okay, no, yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay, and then roll a d12. Oh, 12.
Nice. So a total of 17.
Yes.
Very good. And this one, even more precisely, you just work on that. You strike the same spot you struck before, just making that crack in the armor plate bigger. And this time, you hear a audible as you crack the plate entirely, and this thing just. 53. Okay, cool. And I believe that's your whole turn because you used the echo as well. Yep. So that is the end of that. So next on the initiative order, it was just after Jackson, Calliope. So Eslin, what is Calliope doing?
Okay, so as she's like steering the ship, can she like step away from steering the ship, or?
She can. So this is an oar-powered ship, so yes, that's a little.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to check because I didn't want to be like, oh, so she does this, and then it's like, okay, we crash.
You don't see anything you could crash into at this time.
Okay. Probably just because it will free her up a bit more. Probably can she summon the dog?
Okay. So. Oops, sorry. So let me zoom out a little. Calliope is going to cast Summon Underworld Guardian. So once more, you watch Calliope point to a point on the ship, and her eyes just turn black. And the vortex opened up, and the dog steps out. So do you have the stat block for a two-headed Cerberus handy, Eslin?
I don't, but I can find one.
Yeah, so it's a two-headed Cerberus.
Aggressive typing. Apologies.
So I'm gonna put it over here. Is that what you meant?
Let's have a look if I can see what we can see.
See what
Where
there is
the
to see.
dog?
Time is just a melody. I need to really revisit this layout because it's too zoomed in on
Sure,
one.
why not? That is absolutely fine. Can the dog go on her
Cool,
go?
just so people can see. Pop up.
Oof.
Apparently there's
Okay, so can the dog what? Sorry. Oh, so the dog has its own initiative. Roll initiative for the dog.
Okay. This is fine. Cool. So that's 13 plus Dex, right?
Yes.
13, 15.
So 15. I believe it still means it gets a. Oh, it'll have to go at the top of the next initiative order, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, yeah. And who's after Calliope in initiative order?
That would be the monster, the creature.
This
Atlas?
What? Sorry.
Out of our slot.
Atlas lot?
Tanis.
No,
Sorry,
she-
Gran Kion.
out of like us, as in like
Scotty at the top of the initiative order.
Scotty. Okay, so she'll.
Tanis just
inspire-
turns to you. Eslin's like, well, fuck you too then.
Well, I can't inspire people. Eslin can't inspire people, so
Oh.
that doesn't matter. But yeah, she'll sing a little song to Scotty and give him some powers. Shit, and that'll
Yummy,
be the
yummy
end of her-
powers.
Yeah.
Is that a D8?
Yes, it is a D8.
I'll let you know if I have something that requires me to roll. Most of my stuff are saving throws.
And that was the end of her turn.
Cool. So, Scotty, a beautiful siren melody is sung out to you, and you feel yourself bolstered. So the creature on its turn is going to do a multi-attack. The Echo did the most damage, so it's going to start by doing a pincer attack against the Echo. Amalia does a modified 20 hit.
Yes.
Okay, so it brings its massive claw down to this shadowy feline creature that has attacked it, and the Echo vanishes.
Bye-bye, friend.
It's sort of going to look confused for a moment, and it's going to turn its attention to the other one who did the most damage, Jason. It's going to make an attack against Jason.
Okay.
Where's my bronze die?
I have a question.
Oh god, I can't find my bronze die. Sorry, yes?
Is Jason 5 free for me?
Yes.
Okay, because I've just realized. Oh wait, no, nothing. Never mind. My echo vanished. Never mind.
Oh
Carry
yeah,
on.
I almost forgot as well. Jason, after your last strike with the spear,
Mhm.
you watch as rolling clouds begin to appear around your wrists, where the gauntlets are.
Oh, yes. That's... Yeah, that'll be a second.
And you just have this, like, it sounds like very low rumbling thunder around your wrists.
Yeah, gotcha.
It's going to make the second attack against you, Jason.
Go for it.
No.
Okay. Sandwiches?
Yeah, pretty
It
much.
rolled sandwiches.
Yeah.
It goes to pincer your shield, but it kind of like sort of like gets stuck around the shield. It's sort of like it can't. It's at that sort of spot where it can't exert enough force around its pincers to crush your shield because it's too
I get
wide.
you.
Like a crocodile's got a rubber band, like keeping its mouth shut. It's like that unfortunate spot, and so it's like.
Yeah.
That is all I can do, I believe. Yep. End of that creature's turn. It is Kion's turn. He's going to just drop what he's doing, take out a short bow, and take one shot against the creature down there. The one near you, Jason.
Yep.
So outside of the thing.
This was not having a good day today, is he?
No. So the arrow sails and just reflects off of the shell. Well fit.
I fucking love this guy.
And that will have to be his turn. So after him, the one that is near Eslin that fell into the water is going to... What's this guy's movement speed? Alright, swim and fly. So, he's going to 5... 10... 15... 20.
Can he make a wisdom saving throw, though, please and thank you?
9.
9.
What a shame, bro.
So this, you guys watch as this thing gets just peppered with all these tridents as they like into him. How much damage does he take?
16 points of radiant.
Nice.
16 irradiant. Fucking we love those clerics, man.
Oh, get fucked.
So, like a really badly scuffed up hood of a car that's like been like gone through brambles, this thing's normally shiny shell is like just like scuffed up to high hell. Like a phone owned by a 14-year-old. It's just like it looks like you rubbed it into gravel all of a sudden, and it's looking angry at you, Aslan. It's gonna make 2 attacks against you.
Reasonable.
No. And 25.
25 does hit.
So it is going to you take 13 points of bludgeon damage, and you are grappled.
Wrath of the Storm.
Okay. 10.
Fails. So it'll be taking 2d8 this time. Hang on, let me just mark off my boo-ba-doo-boo-boo. Put that thing back where it came from. Also help me get it fucking see. Takes 8 point of lightning damage and it goes back in the ocean. Or it gets pushed 10 feet away from me, whatever happens first.
So 6. So away from you, yeah. And it, once again, like, it's sort of, you guys watch as Eslin does her, like, electric discharge and blasts this thing into the ocean. And it climbs up, attacks you, and gets knocked again into the water. Eslin, you swear you almost heard it on the second time say, "No, goddammit!" Okay. Ending that, it is Tennis's turn now. She... what's she gonna do? I think she's going to sense you being surrounded. Eslin is going to, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And she holds her hand out, and Eslin, you recognize the spell. You've cast it yourself before, Guiding Bolt.
Yeah, good spell.
Except you watch as, whilst yours has a sort of aquamarine color to it, Tanis's one has a faint red aura around it.
Ooh.
And she's just gonna throw for accuracy and just lob at the one that's still on the boat. So yeah, it's a regular, I think, first level guiding bolt. Yeah. Oof, natural 1.
Oof. Oof.
Unfortunately, she misjudges it slightly, and the bolt travels over this creature's head. It lands in the water. Like a mine discharge, just blasts the thing with water. Shit! Sorry, Eslin!
Don't worry! I'm fine!
And that's all she can do this turn. Next up is the final creature, who is going to... have some amount of these things. Yep, no, not super smart, so it's just gonna move towards you, Eslin. 5, 10. Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
Yeesh.
No. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh, not as good that time. 5 points of radiant damage.
Okie dokie. The little tridents stab into it. Alright, and it's gonna take 2 attacks against you.
Yeah. R.I.P.
14.
Miss.
And that's cocked. 16.
Miss.
Fortunately, you're too well down with the breastplate. It swings at you, and it like hits the breastplate and just sparks off of it. And this time it swings again, and this time you just bat it out the way with the mace. Then you're ready.
Gotta go.
Alright, I'll say now, the crew haven't been given a command, so the ones that are there, I think I accidentally deleted a few. You know what, we'll say that the crew are just safe and sound for this. They're gonna
When-
run over here. And they're just gonna huddle over here and hide. Just like away from the monsters. Okay, top of the initiative order, Scotty, your turn.
Okie dokie. The one that Jason et dog is fighting is looking fairly worse for wear, would you say?
Yeah, it's taken damage.
Right.
It doesn't
It's-
look like it's hobbled by it or anything.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to assume that Jason et dog et Kitty probably have it sorted. 5. Actually, no. 5 is all I really need, because then that is within 120 feet. As is, if I move down, so I'm actually going to move down, so I'm in a position to kind of look after the crew if need be. And I am going to, from where I am, seeing one being peppered by little forks, that probably just look like forks from where I am. Aslan's been at the cutlery again, and I'm going to use a bonus action to try and draw out blood from where the wounds are by casting Gore Spike. And I am then going to, as a bonus action, because...
Yeah, that's the real reason Aslan left for Shiros. They caught her taking the silverware.
How dare you
thank you.
sell the land on that?
I will... no, to be honest, that would be poison, that one. So I'm just going to do Gore Spike twice, using a bonus action and using my action.
Okay, so
2 con saving throws.
that is a 8 and a 17.
It fails one of them.
Okay.
So it takes some damage. And that damage is not bad. 15 points of necrotic damage.
Nice. That's the
I
one
kind of
right
imagine
next
I'm kind of like
that's one right there.
I'm kind of like wrenching up its blood, and it's just like I'm sort of like almost like as like a thing, just like grabbing it, and just like ripping it out. So there's just like almost like splashes of water that are just like erupting from the creatures. I'm just like that can go, that can go, and I'm sort of like doing like a distance lobotomy, trying to wrench blood out of it. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. After that, Amalia, it is your turn.
Okay, so
Don't know why he's over there.
okay, so what do we have on the ship? Like, which ones are alive?
They're all alive. One of them's off the boat. The other one is right next to you. Oh, Aslan. Spirit Guardians is concentration, right?
It is, yeah.
Please roll me 2 concentration checks for the 2 times you were struck.
Okay.
So both of them would have been.
Yeah, these best flying
so
colours,
10,
both
it'd
of
be- it'd be-
21.
So 10. So okay, cool. All right.
Oh,
So you got the one. Yeah. So what are you doing, Amalia?
fine, second, 1 second. Okay, I don't know if I do that, that will work. So I'm just gonna go back to what I know, and that is slashing.
Cool. You gonna move yourself?
Well, I can't because the thing hasn't loaded.
Okay. Have you been watching the stream though? Like.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will. So I'm assuming. Do you summon another echo, or do you use your own body?
Me.
Okay. 5, 10, 15. Okay. Go ahead and make 2 attacks.
Oh, I'm using the shutter.
Yeah, and on this one again, you see the same thing as before. All these possibilities just extend before you as Tanis uses her divine insight a second time. Make the attack with advantage. Natural 20?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You made it with advantage unless... was that with advantage, or was it the first of the 2 rolls?
It was the first of the 2.
Of course it was. Okay, natural 20. Go ahead and roll some damage on that. This one is 2d12 plus the 4d6.
2d12. So
No, sorry,
that's...
not d12, double it, add your modifier, and then add 4d6, and then roll 4d6. You remember how this thing works?
Yeah. Okay, so 8 plus 8 is 16, plus the 5 is 21.
21 points of damage, nice.
Okay, and then I roll 6. How many 6s do I roll? 4.
4.
5. 4. 4.
5, 4, 9, 13, and the last one?
4.
17, and additional... Woo! So no extra benefits, unfortunately, but... this thing immediately goes from, like, still in it, a bit damaged, to hobbled. Like, it gets up barely.
Okay, so you see when I'm slashing it,
Yeah?
can I be like, do not mess with our ship?
Alright, go ahead and take your second attack.
Uh, 16 plus,
That hits.
okay. And then roll a d12. 8.
8, is that with your modifier as well?
No, so
So
8 plus 5. Yeah.
This thing is on death's door.
I like Death's Door, it's fun.
It's like... Okay, that's everything. Eslin, it's your turn.
For my bonus action, I would like to cast Sanctuary on myself.
Sanctuary!
Okay, is that concentration?
It is not concentration.
Okay, what does Sanctuary do, remind me?
So, you ward a creature within range. I have just googled if I can cast it on myself, and apparently I can. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature must make, with an attack, must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack entirely. And for my action, I would like to take the dodge action.
Okay.
So, I'm just trying to survive till someone can come and help me. Thank you.
Jason, it is your turn.
Sweet. So I need to mention that because I am going to. Also, sorry if I'm staring off to the side. I've got the Twitch on my TV because it means my computer's less buggy.
No, that's fair enough.
So, where I am now, I would like to. Actually, can someone move it for me? Because obviously I can't do it on my computer. Can someone move me to Eslin if I have 40 feet of movement to get there?
I believe that should be a possibility.
Yeah, because I moved about 30 before, so I should have 40.
1, 2, 3. It's going to take an attack of opportunity, the one that's next to you.
Yeah, that's fine.
No.
Okay.
So, divided by 5 is so... crud. 20, 40... 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So you have 8 squares you can move. So we just said 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can just get to melee range with the first one.
Okay, the one that's right next to Eslin.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool, sweet. And how much movement would I've done on that one?
That's everything.
That's everything. Okay, great. Yeah, sweet. Cool. Is that including the dash and everything too?
Oh no, if you wanted to dash, you could get right up next to Eslin.
Actually, so movement wise, that's just my movement done, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and could I use charge on that one because of the distance that I travelled?
Yes.
Okay, as a bonus action, I will do that.
Okay. So you're gonna make an attack roll? Oh, so you're just gonna do its hoof thing.
So it's yeah.
Okay,
That's
go ahead and make your attack roll.
There's a 14 to hit.
14 misses, unfortunately. Your hooves aren't as, stabby as your spear, and they kind of just glance off the hide.
Oh, I got that one wrong. I meant to do that after I've actually hit with an attack. So, but that's fine. I'll do that. I'll remember that for the next time I use it. For this one, I'm okay saying that I just messed that one up.
Okay.
I will use another attack though with my spear, if that's okay.
Yep.
Oh, that's a 12. That's not going to hit.
Unfortunately, this time it's like you don't quite land between the plates, and it scrapes off.
But both my stuff hit anyway. But anyway, I'm next to Eslin now. So as long as I'm within 5, am I within 5 feet of Eslin?
You are not.
No.
No, I'm not. Okay, cool. I will stay where I.
Yes, you will.
I'll stay. Yeah, stay where it is.
All right, it is the dog's turn.
Great.
Okay, so because Amalia's within like 5 feet of it, does that mean it gets pack tactics?
Yes. If
Okay,
it says it has
fabulous.
back tactics, yes, yeah.
It does. So that it means it gets advantage, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So multi-attack, 2 bites.
Okay. Go ahead and make the first attack roll.
Okay, so the first one is a 4 plus math. A 4 plus 4, so that's an 8 to hit, which I don't think
8
hits.
misses,
The other
unfortunately.
one is a 7 plus 4 to hit, which is 11, which I don't think hits
Both
either.
miss, unfortunately. This thing is like, and just like it's like
sorry,
chewing on the...
sorry, that was for the first one, because it gets advantage because of pack tactics.
Oh,
right?
sorry.
Yeah,
Second
and I don't
attack?
think the 7 plus 4 hit doesn't hit either, does it? So
No, neither one of them.
Ow! Ow!
So is that both attacks miss?
Yep. Yeah, they do.
Did you roll like 4 sevens?
4 sevens?
You
Yeah, I did. I am a poor roller.
Okay.
Like, don't know if you
You're a,
noticed this
at least
about
you're a
me.
consistent roller.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bungie would be happy with that result, to be honest. And I think they're the only ones that would be.
It is Calliope's turn.
Okay. Righty. Let me just do some measurements. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, cool. Let's have a good old go at blindness. Okay, so no. We'll move her forward first. So she'll move forward. 1, 2. I can't move her.
It's not a straight jump off, so she'll have to do 1,
Okay,
2, that's 5,
okay.
10, 15,
As far as she can go towards like the middle of the ship.
20, 25, 30.
Alright, okay, cool. That one too far away. Do you know what? Screw that guy in particular, Cloud of Daggers.
Hey.
The one near you, Eslin?
Yeah, the one that's like right next, the one like by Eslin and Jason. So like the
Okay.
front.
We'll use this swarm of wasps as the cloud of daggers.
Ooh, I like that. Cool. And
Is there a way to highlight it? Can you guys see that bullseye thing I put on it?
I can see the orange dot.
The orange arrows, you mean?
Nope, just an orange dot has appeared on the back of the large creature.
Oh, weird. What about the rest of you guys? Arrows or dot? Hey, what does Twitch see?
I see orange dot.
Oh. That's not what's meant to happen.
I also see the bugs as well though.
They're not as visible as I thought they would be, so let's just do this the old-fashioned way.
They are
Where?
pretty cool though.
Yeah, I been going all out recently.
Grew them himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. So Cloud of Daggers here.
Yeah. And for her thingy, she will inspire me and make me feel wonderful. And be like,
Amazing.
don't die.
Shake it
Like,
off,
okay,
shake it off.
okay.
Oh, shake it off, shake it off. Cool. Very well. After Calliope, the
The dog will disappear though. Then I think Cloud of Daggers is concentration.
oh,
right?
it is. Yeah, the dog
Yeah.
vanishes into the ether. Which means that this dude can only attack Amalia.
You got this.
You got it.
So,
don't die.
Amalia does a ooh, I don't think so. A 14 hit. Amalia?
Has once again disappeared into the ether.
Lost the die.
I am no longer Amalia. I am a thought.
The other one was a 21.
Which will hit, most likely.
Yeah, that's definitely going to hit her.
She takes 13 points of bludgeon damage. But we will get back to that. So after Amalia, it is Gran Kion's turn. He's going to take another shot at the one that's attacking her. And what's the modifier a scout has? That'll do. He hits.
Hey.
So D6 for the short bow.
1.
How does Gran Kion want to do this?
Yay!
It was at 2 HP.
Suckering succotash.
No, he just pulls the bow back. It's like, I'm going to roast you in a pit, and just hits this thing in the head as it's about to attack Amalia, and it sort of just falls off the edge of the boat and just into the ocean and sinks away, never to be seen again.
Scatino's cries in body parts.
That's gross.
Strawberry, could we get a cries and body part emote? For Scatino, really like crying.
No, I'd like to see it as Scatino's Palico.
Palico.
That was a direct Monster Hunter reference. It's all good.
Oh, is that the cat thing? Right.
Not Amalia. I just need like a mini Amalia
Yeah.
to follow Scatino's around.
Oh,
So-
that's so cute.
The other one, so I'll say at this point that the ship has traveled forward as a result. Let me just pull up the stat block on a galley. Because you guys are moving this whole time. For the love of... Galley vehicle, so... has a travel pace of... for the love of... So the oars do 30 feet of
I
movement.
do have the modified version that we did when we did the upgrades and stuff. If you need that back.
No, that's fine. The speed is because you upgraded the oars, so now that's in line with a normal galley. So it's moved 30 feet forward at this time, meaning that the creature is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's back there. It is going to...
Wouldn't he have been behind? I thought this was the front of the boat. Was it not?
No.
You are at the front of the boat, so he's moving
Oh,
further away.
I'm at the front of the boat.
You're at the front of the boat.
Got you.
Calliope's at the helm, which is at the back. So yeah, you'll notice that sort of jagged point at the top. That's where the ram should be. That's the front of the boat.
Got you.
Okay, he's gonna climb up onto the boat. 5, 10, 15, 20. He's gonna see defenseless little Tannis by herself, and it's gonna move over towards her. And he's gonna make 2 attacks. I don't know why I'm rolling d6s. So the first one misses. She without looking, because she's focused on you, Eslin, she just almost is like with a sixth sense, like Spider-Man tingle, just ducks under the giant pincer that swings overhead. To make a second attack. That one is going to hit, unfortunately. So she takes damn it. That's almost full damage. Wrong thing. She takes 14 points of bludgeon damage and is grappled as these pincers just close around her. Like the spiky parts of the pincers dig, like stab into her flanks. Ah! She screams out and then just clutches her side as just blood begins pouring down her hips. And you see her eyes glow through the bandage that's around her face. And she just lets out a high, shrill scream. Not unlike the one you scream when you do your bellow of Wrath of the Storm, Eslin. And you watch as radiant sort of cosmic wave just erupts out of her in all directions, and the creature takes 10 points of force damage.
Nice.
Feel the force.
Okay. That is its turn. And now it is Tanis's turn. She is just going to do a now she can't try to escape. Nope, she's just going to use Eldritch Touch, which is just a regular spell attack. It's cocked. That hits, and he takes an additional, just so her hand glows almost. She just rests her hand on it, and just this glowing concussive energy wave blasts out of her and cracks the shell where she strikes it, and he takes 7 points of force damage. And that will be all she can do on her turn. It is the other one's turn. It's going to... It's decided it doesn't like being in this, so it's going to 5, 10, 15.
When it starts its turn, though, it needs to do both the spiritual guardian and it needs to do thingy of daggers as well.
Okay, so natural 1 on the daggers, and 15 on the wisdom for the.
Yes, wisdom for spiritual guardians.
15, yeah, just straight 15.
That is the save, but he will be taking half of that. So that half of that is 18 divided by 2, whatever number that is, and then I'll roll for the thingamabob. Clouded daggers. I can't read. 64, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Bear with me. God, that's a lot. And then 15 points of stabby damage, I guess.
Okay, these daggers is just a whirlwind of blades, just and just shred through this thing's armor. It's not looking too happy.
Cool. Also half movement to get away from me as well.
Okay, so it will use its entirety of its movement because it can move 30 feet to... Yeah. So it was here before, so... it says half movement inside Spiritual Guardian, so...
Yes.
So it's gonna... 5, 10, 15.
Do we get attack of opportunities as well?
You do, but it never leaves Jason's melee range.
Okay.
Makes sense.
23 to hit.
23 hits, go ahead and roll damage.
5 points of smacky damage.
Technical term.
Okay. It's decided that, actually, what would it do in this situation? So, it's decided it's going to go for the easy target, and it's going to take 2 attacks on Tanis, who's currently grappled.
Yay.
The first one misses with a 12. As Tana just holds out like her arms, does a concussive wave and blocks it. And the second one, natural 1.
Nice.
So this time he just straight up swings at her throat, and she holds out her hand and almost just telekinetically holds its pincer open and just forces it backwards. Get off me! That's its turn. Top of the initiative order, Scotty.
Okay, I dash full on, almost blindly into combat range.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend yet another 2 sorcery points. I'm running out these fucking things. And I am going to be casting Blood Boil. Needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
9.
It fails, and it takes 7 points of necrotic damage.
Alright. You hear this sickly bubbling beneath the surface before it pa pa pa, and its shell cracks in certain places, and they like little hints of steam as you boil its blood and sort of bursts out of it, seep out of the armor. 44. Cool. I shouldn't have said that out loud, but whatever.
It's okay, no worries. And I would now, after doing that, I'm gonna try and do something else to try and get this fucking thing off. Yeah, okay. Just make sure.
Amalia, you back? Nope. Okay.
Size. This is a large creature, isn't it?
Yes.
All right. With that done, I'm gonna again try to wrench out. Sorry. Is it possible for me to attempt the shove action?
Use your action to cast a spell already.
Bonus action.
Oh, yes, it is possible for you to attempt the shove action.
Okay, I'd like to try that, please.
Go ahead and make an athletics check.
14.
16.
So it succeeds.
Yeah, unfortunately you and this thing is much stronger than you, and it just shoves you off with its claw.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I can do because I'm out of movement space.
Very well. Next in the initiative order. Oh, wrong button. Amalia's turn. We'll have to skip her. Eslin, your turn.
Okay, so I want to move I want to move forward.
Very
And
well.
Spiritual Guardians does come with me.
Yes, it does.
And I would like to position myself like as close as I can get to these creatures and to Tanis.
Let me just double check what that would mean. So you are here, so you can move. So you can't see what I'm doing, right? So
Yeah.
you can. So that's your full movement. So that's as close as you can get without sort of bobbing and weaving
Yeah, no,
through
that's
them.
fine.
Cool.
And then I will then. I don't think it's not a concentration thing, so I wonder if I can have it on both people at the same time. Sanctuary. Bear with me. Either way, I'm going to cast Sanctuary on Tanis. So, again, same thing. They
It's
have
not
to.
concentration, then it's not concentration. No big.
No, it's not. It's weird.
Cool.
So I wonder if that stays on me as well for the duration.
I would assume so if it doesn't say otherwise.
So that's a bonus action.
Okay.
And then I guess I will try and hit it with my mace.
Oh boy. Go ahead.
Hit it with a
Miracles
maze.
do happen.
Wait,
Miracles
am I
don't
nearest to her?
No, Tanis's.
Okay. Yeah, a brief moment there where I was like, oh wait, hold on a second, where am I?
Eslin, you're saving me. Caves in her skull.
Yeah.
No. That's all I can do this turn. But now anything that tries to attack Tanis
Okay.
will have to
Did you roll the
roll
mace attack?
first for it. I did. I got a 10. I assume that doesn't
That
hit.
doesn't hit, unfortunately. It just bounces harmlessly off of the tail. Tail's a bit too flexible, and it sort of rolls with the hit.
That's cool.
Okay. Jason, it is your turn.
Okay, so I would like to, please, smack the one I'm nearest to.
Very well. Go ahead and make 2 attacks.
I'm going to snack it twice.
Would that technically be flanking with Tanis, maybe?
Yeah, it would be flanking with Tannis, so you get a +2 to your
Plus
attack.
2. Okay, so that's a 14 to hit, which I don't think it does.
It misses, unfortunately.
And second attack is a 28 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Sweet. So
Natural
I will do
20?
damage. No, it was 17 plus 2.
Okay.
And then plus
Oh,
7.
right, I forgot about the +2, yeah.
Yeah. That is a. I'm not going to reroll that one because that was
You
a
have
good amount of damage.
+9
That's
to your
a
hits?
9. No, it's +4, so it's 5 plus. Wait, no. So that one is +7. So it was. Oh,
So
hold up.
17 plus 7 is 24, not 28.
No, it was to hit was a 19 plus 7, and then plus 2, which is 28.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Cool, sorry, I thought I heard 17. Anyway,
Yeah, it's all good.
pedantic.
So 9 points of piercing damage to it on
Alright.
the second attack.
Easy enough. You this time find Purchase under the tail and almost try to like wrench it off, and you definitely separate one of the tail plates off.
Yeah. How is it looking?
Not great. It's got a little bit of fight left. It's not on death's door, but it's not in any good shape either.
And the other one that everyone's kind of gang piling up on.
They're both in sort of. So that one's a little better off
Okay.
than this one. That one,
Okay.
it seems bloodied, but it seems like it's got a little fight left in it.
Okay, cool. I'm going to save it then. All right,
Okay.
nice. Yeah,
Calliope's
that is
turn.
my. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so Calliope will run as far forward as she can. And I imagine she's going to do some healing. I think that might be a good idea, so she doesn't like actually die on us. That would be nice.
Yeah, please don't kill Calliope. Just like that.
Okay.
Not
so-
Calliope.
One,
Tanis.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay,
Is that
so
what
second level cure wounds on Tanis. 2d8 plus 5.
Go ahead and roll that healing.
9 plus 5, 14 points of healing.
Cool. Though some of the wounds managed to close up around her hips, or the little stabby holes where the spikes of the claws. Done.
And then she'll inspire her and be like, "Don't stand too
You've got
close to the
to
front."
break free. You've got to break free.
Yeah, fabulous, and that'll be the end of her turn.
Okay. So it is Grankion's turn now. He'll take another bow shot at the one that's nearest to Scotty. Nope. This one goes wide, unfortunately, and just lands in the mast.
So many sandwiches.
After that, it is this one's turn. It's going to do a pincer attack against you, Scotty.
Okay.
Can it make a wisdom saving throw first?
Yes, it rolled a 8. Yeah, it rolled an 8.
Yeah, that fails. It takes 12 points of radiant damage.
Okay, this one is starting to look more on par with its brethren at the moment. It's not looking good. Scotty, you take... it does a 17 hit.
I'm debating if I want to use my shield action. I'm going to not, for a deliberate reason, so it does hit.
Okay, you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage and are grappled by the claw as it sort of sinks and the spikes dig into your shoulder as it just picks you up with its claw.
Okie dokie. I will, as a... Oh, crap, I haven't got enough sorcery points. I should have used the reaction. As a reaction, I'm going to go, shit, I should have used shield.
And it's going to use its second attack to wrap its tentacles around your face and do a tentacle attack.
Yep.
Okay, thank God there isn't an attack roll involved, and I just realized that too late because it rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
But I do need to make you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, sure thing.
Just don't roll a natural one.
I've rolled 18.
Oh,
but I'm
sorry, I
also
read
going-
this wrong. The Chul makes 2 pincer attacks. If the Chul is grappling a creature, the Chul can also use its tentacles once. So it'll make a normal tentacle attack against you, so I'm sorry, that natural 20 is going to stand.
That's fine. Okay,
Ooh.
cool.
It rolled 2 ones, so you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage, but it is going to use its tentacles. Please,
Okay.
Wait.
I have rolled. Yeah, so I rolled 18, but I'm also going to use, because I don't know if that will pass or fail. I'm going to use my inspiration die to add the D8 to that roll.
Okay.
Just in case it's needed, and that will add another 6, so 24
Easy
on a
enough.
save.
It passes. So that passes. You feel the tentacles, like almost like a jellyfish sting, seep some sort of poison into your veins. But this isn't your first rodeo. You just tense and you shake it off. God damn it.
Interestingly enough, if it was poison, I also have advantage to resist that, so
Okay,
it's good
yeah.
to know. But I know that for future. Cool, lovely. And I sort of give it a grin. What I will do, of course, is I'm going to use my, because I can still use this, my.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm going to use. And
The sound you make is the claws wrap around you.
yeah, I'm going to use Unscarred Resilience to reduce some of that damage.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
D12 plus my Constitution modifier, which is this one over here, and that is 5 plus 3. So I reduce it by 8, so I don't take any of the 8 damage at the end. So
Very
it's fine.
well.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool.
Okay. So on Tanis's turn, what's she gonna do?
Don't forget, she has an inspiration.
I know. Just trying to think if she's gonna try and get out, or if she would know that she's kind of boxed in anyway, and maybe go for broke.
Go for broke. Go
Yeah,
for...
fuck it.
Broke.
She's gonna twist her hands in the air, and you see, she sort of conjures up this illusory spectral red spindle, like almost like a spearhead. That's like a rounded spearhead on the end of a long rope, and she sort of like, and this thing snakes around and threads itself once through Scotty, once through Eslin, and once through Jaisa, and as she chants, "See what I see, see what I see," and she will cast Bless on you three.
Oh, nice.
Hey, I like Bless.
Is that a 10 hit points one as well as something else?
No, you D4 on attack rolls and saving.
D4 on attack rolls, thank you.
So blessed.
You are blessed!
Appreciate to everyone who's stuck with us so far. Hopefully we'll be all looking forward to wrap up soon. This fight dragged on longer than I thought it would. That's my fault.
Also guessing that Marley isn't back in yet, because I can't see her on my
Yeah,
thing.
no, I can't see her.
I would just like to point out to the chat, this is because she rolled a 2.
Yes. Amalia is so excited about swinging her axe, she raises it up and smacks herself in the head with the handle part of it and is unconscious. Hasn't taken any damage, she's just out. Little stars around her head. Okay. After that, it is the other one's turn. And it's not
Can
happy
it make
that...
a wisdom saving throw,
Yes, it can.
please?
It failed.
Wonderful. We like a loser.
Oh my god. It's so mean.
Well, like
That
you
will
know,
be
right?
16 points of radiant damage.
This thing is on death's door.
Cool. Thank you.
It's sort of panting heavily, and it doesn't like you, Eslin. It's going to make 2 attack rolls against you.
Can it make a wisdom saving throw to see if it's allowed to attack me?
Sorry, it's just
10?
the severity of every time.
It fails. It loses its attack.
It's going to make another... Oh, it loses attack or can choose a new target?
I think it has to choose another
Or
target.
choose. It loses it. If it chooses to attack me, it loses its attack.
You're sure that it doesn't... Let me just double check, because I could have
Okay,
sworn
it's sanctuary. It's first level sanctuary. So
On
a
a failed
creature,
save. Oh yeah, go on.
if it still chooses to attack me and
if
make
it
the
still
throw,
chooses
it
to
loses
attack
it.
you.
Yeah.
So it can decide to attack someone else after the roll, right?
Yes.
On a failed save, a creature must choose a new target. Or
Must
lose
choose a
its
new
spell.
target. Okay.
So if you
Yeah.
were the only one that was there, it loses the attack. But if there's someone else nearby, then they get the brunt instead.
Tanis
Okay,
is getting
yes.
attacked. And you rolled a 3.
He would also need to do that for Tannis as well, though, because it's also on Tannis.
Well, he rolled a 3, so he's gonna be like, God
so he
damn
loses
it.
his attack.
Well, no, can you choose another? I think you can choose.
I don't think it stacks. Like
I would say, I don't know. I would say if I was putting DM on, it was probably would just be it has to attack something that isn't sanctuaried.
Sanctuary, yeah.
yeah.
So it would probably then go to Jason.
Yeah, so I was saying, but it's because the wording of the spell means it must choose a new attacker because it's not the same sanctuary. It's a different casting of sanctuary. So I'm gonna say that it does get to try and attack Jason now.
Yep, go
Like,
right.
Okay.
fuck this, I'll attack the centaur instead. 25.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
I mean, I'm glad that didn't hit the kid.
You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled.
And I'm grappled,
And it's
okay.
going to make a second attack against you.
Okay.
Oop, that's the d6s.
In theory, then, can I sanctuary everyone?
Yeah, as long as you have spell slots.
Yeah, technically.
It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good spell.
Saving throws. I'm gonna start throwing more saving throws your way. It misses you with the second attack, but because you are grappled, it is going to use its tentacles against you. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution save, that's going to be a big fat old 10.
You
Don't forget
are...
you're blessed. Don't forget you are blessed.
Oh, yes. Was that D4?
Mhm.
Yes.
14.
That just succeeds.
Hey,
Thank you
Hey!
for the blessings.
Eslin is MVP.
Yeah, man.
Eslin?
I didn't bless, but I did remind you of bless.
But I'm
Okay,
still grappled.
okay. I'll rephrase it. Paige is MVP today.
Okay.
I'm still
Very
grappled,
well,
yeah.
much better. Cool. After that, it is top of the initiative order. Scotty, your turn.
I'm still grappled, aren't I?
Yes, you're still grappled.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna cry. No, I'm gonna use my bonus action to convert some sorcery points to convert some hit die to some sorcery points. I'm going to convert 3 hit die into 3 sorcery points because that way then I'll have 4 left, so I can do the thing. So that's my bonus action. Then I'm gonna do. Yes, I'm still grappled, aren't I?
Mhm.
I can't move away. In which case, I am then going to use. Sod it. I'm gonna use Blood Boil again, as it's kind of grappled me, and it says it's kind of like potted suckers onto me, and it's gonna say, sort of like you want to taste me? Taste this.
It failed.
Okay, I boil it for some more damage. I boil it for 6 necrotic damage.
Cool.
And I think that's it for me.
I'll play Amalia this time. She's going to rush forward, and Tannis is going to use her last Divine Insight to give her advantage on the attack. Natural 20.
It happens. Literally, Amalia, no matter who rolls, it's
Amalia
gonna be
is the
lifted.
Percy of this campaign.
Yeah.
So, this thing takes... Oh, not bad. So that's a 6 doubled to 12 plus 5, 17 points of slashing damage. Plus... Yep. So that's enough. A total of 26 points of slashing and radiant damage, and fire damage, and cold damage, and poison damage, or thunder, I can't remember. But with all... You watch as Amalia raises the shatter above her head and just bisects this thing, but not like, you know, anime style. She does it with all the delicacy of a toddler forcing a square peg into a round hole. And this thing is just scattered to the wind. And is dead.
Yay.
Get Shrek'd!
Eslin, it's your turn.
God.
Oh wait, no, she gets an extra attack, sorry. 5, 10, she can make the attack from there. She's gonna make a normal attack.
Flanking advantage.
lacking advantage, but it is a 16, which just hits.
No, I was going to say flanking.
Oh, +2, not advantage.
My
Yeah,
bad.
I don't like that flanking gives advantage so easily.
No, I remember you mentioned that. That's fair.
So that's 12 points of slashing damage, which is enough to kill this one also. And she just decapitates this one.
Whoop, whoop.
Alright. Combat appears to be over, and Tannis just collapses on the ground, clutching her bleeding wound.
I will apply, use my hand to kind of hold, quite roughly but forcefully down at the point where the pressure is to hold and
Do what
breathe.
you gotta do.
Calliope will use 3rd level Cure Wounds, which is 3d8 plus 5. Which is 11 plus 5, 16 points of health.
Cool. The wounds all but close up entirely, and Tannis gets backed up. Her dress that you gave her still... Well, the dress you gave her was red in and of itself, so it's a bit, you can't really see it, but...
I'll cast Mending on the dress.
No, the dress is just a bit stained, is all.
Yeah.
So unless someone has prestidigitation.
I wish I had prestidigitation.
Thank you.
Oh,
That
thank
was
you.
exhilarating.
Hey, good job.
I've never used some of that stuff before. That felt good.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive. Good job.
Yay, us.
Is anybody else particularly injured? I have a lot more in the tank.
Okay, we've only got one more day to sail, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I stand up, kind of like stretching my hand myself, sort of like put my hands in my pockets and sort of like rub my hands down and just go, that was rough.
Yeah, it was rough.
I mean, I thought I was pretty much done for there, being flanked by the two of them, but it's good. You look a bit rough, Scotty. Come here a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Since I do not prepare Cure Wounds because it's a waste of a spell, you heal 17 HP.
Or my wound completely closes back up. All I've got left are sort of like the sucker part, like marks on my face where the poison kind of went in, and you can almost like still see like it going around, like, you know, it's kind of like moving through my cheekbones at the moment, but I don't seem fussed by it.
Gross.
It's so mean to Scotty every time. You are disgusting.
That's an
No.
8, by the way, Romeo.
Aslan, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 17.
Okay, you notice, Scotty, he's after having pressed down to help keep the wounds closed before they were healed, takes the, rag he used to help, keep pressure on, Tannis's wounds and stows it into his bag.
Excuse you.
The DC was low, Scotty, I'm sorry.
I rolled shit.
I'll have that back, thank you,
It's not yours.
Scotty.
I didn't use the rag on you.
You didn't use the rag on me, but remember
No.
we talked about consent earlier?
You are
What's going
a
on?
cruel. Well, in case you ever got attacked again, I thought it was useful that we had a way to make sure we could keep an eye on you.
Oh. And
I think you'd like that, right?
She's gonna make an insight check. Natural 1. Yes, that seems pretty logical, Aslan.
No, Tannis, no, darling, please, listen to me.
Eslin, like, we've worked with us for a while. I'd like to think you can kind of trust me so far. I've not done anything untrustworthy. I have a good intent at the end of this.
And yes, you are welcome to my blood, as much as my blood as you so wish. However,
Not the child.
not the child.
It's my blood. I can do what I want with it.
Oof, oof,
Very, very, very mature of you. Thank you.
Sure, we're getting a "you're not my mum" moment here, Eslin.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go and get the rowers back.
She
into
probably
this.
wouldn't have phrased it that bit. She should have been like, "But if you can make the choice with your blood, can't I make the choice with mine?" If
I know.
she believes you, whether I DM wise, I don't know if you're telling the truth or not, but Tannis believes you definitely. So
Ultimately,
you don't
at
have
the
to
moment,
say.
yes.
You don't have to say.
Well,
so.
fair enough. Fair.
So she believes you. So if it's to help get me out of danger, if need be, that seems perfectly reasonable.
Right,
Can I
Rowan.
figure out what his intent is with this?
Make an
like,
insight check.
I want to use my inspiration on this as well.
Okay.
Because I get the feeling it's gonna be trash. So that's a 14 plus
That's not trash. That's pretty.
a 14 plus 8, so a number 22.
Sweet. Nice, nailed it.
You're not proficient in insight?
Huh?
Are you proficient in insight?
I'm not proficient in insight, but I got a plus
Oh.
4 on insight.
So that's your. So I thought you were proficient in insight. My bad. Sorry.
I'm proficient in perception.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so with a 28, she's peered into you pretty... Sorry, 26. She's peered into you pretty hard, Scutinos. What does she learn?
Okay. She learns that Scontinus has picked up from the fact that the party seems to have a habit of letting people that they look after die or get kidnapped, and so he doesn't trust the party to be able to keep hold of this precious cargo. He has found a way to keep tracking them in case we lose her.
I don't know if she could glean all... Like, I don't know if, like, even with a 40 she could glean that, but sure, we'll go with that. I was thinking more in terms of, are you telling the truth that your
It's
intentions are good?
completely truthful, and it's basically he's tried to be polite, but actually he's covering up where he thinks the party have
Messed up.
serious incompetence,
Yeah.
because he thinks it's nice not to drop that in, but he's also not going to get himself sullied by the same mistakes.
I'm going to bed.
A good idea. Have a good evening. Right, you lot, let's get back to Rowan.
We never stopped! Fuck you!
Next time you can fight the monsters, okay?
He was talking to Scotty specifically, and he just said, "Get back down here and toot, music man!"
We're just going around in circles because I don't know how to row anymore.
I don't know how they're just all like...
I'll say that you do
haphazardness.
notice that the oars have been a bit more disorganized and occasionally clashing against each other.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, cool. You guys go to bed. Go ahead and take a long rest. Eslin, as the sleep
no.
takes you, you feel a rushing sensation, and all of a sudden, you find yourself floating at the bottom of the sea. No reefs, no algae, nothing. Just the ocean at night. Sand, like just plains of sand as far as your eye can see in front of you, and endless water ahead of you. Then all of a sudden you hear a rushing sound as you look up and you see churning waves that are getting closer and closer and closer, and you swear the sea seems to be draining as the surface of the water, all tumultuous, gets closer and closer. And all of a sudden, you find yourself in the waves just crash about you, the sea drained away by some invisible force, and you're standing on wet sand with the night sky above. And you watch as the stars in one particular patch of the night sky spreading out with the nebulas of Nyx before you. A collection of stars in the middle turn red, and the nebula around them turns red, and they coalesce into a gigantic form of a woman with 6 curling horns and an impossibly long mane of pale hair that cascades around her horns. They drapes over her eyes and spools into her spear like a weapon. She carries various other spindles that seem to be perpetually spinning.
I know her. She's one of the gods. I forgot her name.
Her eyes are equally, familiarly, bandaged up and wrapped around.
Oh, isn't that the Oracle one?
It is. I forgot her name.
Hello, my dear. Make a religion check.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. For a cleric, I always roll 4 on religion. Oh no, 19. There we go.
There we go.
You know this image well. You've seen it on mosaics before. Clothis, goddess of destiny, and one of the primordial gods.
Yeah.
One of the 3 children who were born of Aura, the Titan of Time. Or the primordial Titan of Time.
Wow.
She has a steely, fierce shape to her face and cheeks, but she, with your passive insight, you see a warm smile on her face.
You're not quite who I expect to see in my dreams. I hope no offense is taken.
None taken. I, borrowed your consciousness for a moment. She said, she said you wouldn't mind. She takes a couple steps forward, and you watch as she shrinks down. She gets smaller until she's taller than you. She seems to be about, 6.5 feet tall, but, a normal size.
That kind of woman.
Is there something you need? Something you want?
Merely wished to say thank you.
Oh.
You have kept
what?
my champion safe. And I am grateful.
Your thanks, although appreciated, isn't necessary. Tanis has been extremely kind to us, and we just wish the best for her, really.
I understand that, as you are not my champion, I cannot ask this of you, or I have no right to demand anything of you. So I will simply ask, please, keep her safe. She has an important destiny to play out, and must realize it.
She seems pretty capable herself, but while I travel with her...
Yes, but she has suffered greatly, and has a much that she has not been able to learn about the world, and will have to catch up. It would please me greatly if you could find it within yourself to help her see that through.
Of course I'll help her. She's a friend to us. I mean, are you having this conversation with everyone, or me specifically?
You have always had a natural affinity for the divine. It is less taxing to communicate with you.
I get that. That's fair enough. But yeah, as long as I can, or as best I can.
And you above all understand the weight and importance of the words of the gods.
I do, but I don't know whether destiny's real or not.
She sort of opens her arms out and just gesturing to herself. My dear, I am destiny itself, and let me tell you, though you may not walk my path, a path has been laid out for you.
Ooh.
As do all who fall under my gaze, for I am the guiding hand of purpose. And you will fulfill yours in time, Eslin Lalmath.
Maybe. Maybe I'll fail. We'll see.
Perhaps, though I do not believe that will be the case. However, know that you walk with purpose. And she puts a sort of hand on your head in a gentle, and you feel a soothing, warm red light wash over you. And you let the darkness take you peacefully. And you wake up well rested and take a inspiration point.
Oh,
So once you can re-roll a dice of your a roll of your choice and must use the U-roll.
oh damn.
You have that until you use it.
Handy. Good to have.
Handy. I hope it's like I roll a natural 1 then roll a natural 20. That would be sick.
Yeah.
Knowing you, though, it's going to be rolling a natural 1
Natural
and
one,
rolling a 2
Yeah.
or something.
That's so true.
Or it's going to be like rolling an 18 and then being like, oh yeah, I'm going to try and go for 20 and then it being a 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
Accurate.
Go for broke.
You watch as Clothis materializes as after you've rolled those two nat ones, says, "Look, even the gods have their limits, Will Wheaton." Very well. The final day of your journey. Can someone please roll a d20 for me?
I will do that.
Yeah, who hasn't rolled yet?
Oh, actually, I have already, so then it would probably be Violet.
Oh,
Oh, no.
welcome
I
back,
have-
babe.
Two.
No, it's
By the
Eslin.
way,
It's Eslin.
babe, you killed both the lobster creatures.
You're on mute still.
Nice. 11.
11, okay.
Oh, God.
Kraken.
A calm day with no events.
Yay.
That's like a blessing, that is.
That is literally.
And Eslin, you know what? I'll say, Eslin, make an insight check. Oh, sorry, make
An
a
insight
perception. Make
check.
a perception check.
Okay. 24.
All right. In the twilight of the morning, as the sun has risen, but there's still the last few stars in the sky. You squint and you swear you could both make out the image of a familiar trident belonging to Thassa soaring across the sky, followed quickly by a revolving spindle that chases after it. And you feel just a little extra blessed for the day as the winds are in your favor and you sail on. Out of character, don't worry, this isn't going to be like a piety clash thing or anything like that, but I'll say you were able to glean that you've earned the favorable eye of another of the gods of Theros, if not necessarily their patronage. Which is not
That's cool.
something that the gods are necessarily opposed to if it's done in good faith and benevolence, which you get the sense this will be.
Eslin will just like look out across the water and be like, I walk with purpose. Lame.
Everyone on the ship is staring at her like, ugh.
You trip and fall off the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At around about the afternoon point, you feel the boat sort of comes to a stop, and the oars sort of doing like a back and forth to remain stationary, and the sails roll up. Gran Kion moves up to you, Eslin, and says, "We're here." And he just points at the ocean. "Straight down from here. Welcome to Vashiros."
Understood. Thank you. It's a joy to be home.
What do I do with the ship? Too deep to
Should be
anchor.
safe here. I have an idea, and I'll take the keychain out my pocket. You know, the little boat that will come for a day.
Yeah?
Once we've left the water, just head towards the nearest island, and I guess come back for us in a week.
He Very well. If I recall, you have the ability to talk to me in here. I think you mentioned. So I'll await your notification.
Thank you.
Very well. What would you wish of the girl? He points to Tannis. I will do my best to keep her safe, if you so wish.
I do wish she will not be coming with us. Galatea should be able to help, right?
Yes, she is quite capable.
Mm.
We will
Watch over her till we return.
We have plenty of supplies. We'll beach ourselves onto the nearest island, and depending if there's a rabid iron-scale hydra, we may pick somewhere else. But you get my point.
Yeah, sounds good.
I know
I
these
mean,
waters, don't we?
You might always manage to get back to Melitese before that happens. You know how the Siren Sea can be.
I can go there if you'd prefer, and then we'll come back for you after that.
That might be safest.
He does a quick check on his. It would be a week to get there. It would be approximately a week to get there anyway, so we can do that if you prefer.
I trust your judgment. You know these waters. You have the men, you have the people. We have a way back to you.
There's an island not too far from here, theoretically, he says. If it's there when we arrive, we'll go there. It should be safe. If not, we'll head to Melitese.
If not, I get the feeling that Tannis may be able to tell you where is safe.
I'll trust her judgment as well, thank you.
Mm.
Right, we will make leave after your departure. How are you planning to make your friends not suffocate?
Scotty has a spell and he has a cape, so
Very good.
we also have some potions in case of emergency.
He nods.
Potions.
I will return to my duties then.
Mm.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
So he
Are
will
we
stand
ready?
by until you guys.
Yeah.
He will. The last thing he will say is, if you like, you can leave the bag of holding with all the endless artifacts with me, so I can make sure it gets back safe.
That's not a bad shout.
Yeah. Especially if, depending on where we're going.
I don't want to get turned into a steaming pile of Rangoon, so trust that I will take it back to Daxos.
Thank you. Are we ready, guys?
Ready
so
as well.
mark off the bag. I assume you guys obviously are holding on to the magical items. Sorry, temporarily at least for now.
Yeah.
Anything else? You can hold on to any like individual weapons you wanted to hold on to or anything like that. But all the furniture and different idols and stuff like that—that's all in the bag of holding, and that will stay with Gran.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fine.
Cool. So mark that you don't have the bag of holding anymore. Okay.
I'm going to go to Tannis, having spent the last day kind of using hemokinesis to get the blood out from the rag into a little vial, and by the end of the day, I'm going to come over to Tannis, and there'll be a small vial with blood there that has the letter T written on it. I'll say, this is what I will use if I need to find you. It will only work once, though. So I'll only need this in a dire emergency. Still happy for me to use this?
Yes.
Good. Now Eslin can't bitch at me.
If you misuse it, there's nowhere in Theros I can't see you, so here's your thumbs up.
I sort of give us Rice Bar the nod and go, keep safe, and then I'll go over to Galatea and go, is there anything else you need from me before we go?
Just bring that sweet ass home, and she claps you on the back, on the butt, sorry. She claps you on the butt. Just. Psh.
I sort of like yelp and sort of like do like a leap, sort of like 5 feet in the air,
Yeah.
and I just like I'm off. Right. Yeah. Ready when you all are.
I'm ready when you are.
Deep breath.
Eslin, you would know that straight down from here, it's about 6 miles.
Got you. One last thing. Theros is well, a very vast place, but Vishiras not so much. They will not be expecting you there. I do have a reputation there, so I may act very differently when we are down there. Okay, so just prepare yourself for that. Also, people will be calling me Lady Manarath, purely for the fact that I am a married lady to a noble house and all that stuff. So yeah, let's just see how we go.
I'll
right?
say as well, just for your own reference, Eslin, you would know that you travel from non-Tritons to the city of Vishiros, though incredibly rare, is certainly heard of. There are various dignitaries and other merchants or like wealthy merchant representatives that may travel to the city in order to oversee negotiations. Or it certainly happens every once in a while. So whilst you know, a cause for maybe a turn of the head, it wouldn't be like necessarily insane that non-Tritons would venture to the city. In fact, you know that there is a very specific inn known as the Hermit's Hearth, which is forged from the abandoned shell of a Titan-sized hermit crab. That is specifically designed for those who cannot breathe underwater, and it is a giant spiral shell that has been turned in order to create an air pocket. And it's specifically done to serve those who breathe air and not water. So, just for your own reference as well, they you won't necessarily stick out like you'll stick out like a sore thumb, but not like a malignant mole.
Alrighty then, Scotty, are you ready?
Reds are leather. Sorry if it feels a little tickly.
Yep.
And I sort of like, or get with a blade. I'll sort of like stab into my wrist and sort of like rub my hands together, and then sort of like flick some of the blood over those that require it. As I cast water breathing, and you swear you can feel almost like there's a little trickle or something every time you breathe, but it works.
All right. So you guys feel like the air feels thicker after you've started the spell. No, you can breathe. It's just every breath is like this. So, what you guys doing?
We dive again.
When you,
Eslin is directing us to her house.
Sploof, 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 sploof.
belly flop.
Oh, sorry, I forgot we're still in. Sorry, I forgot we hadn't switched to general mode. All right. So let me also, like, just for the final bit, because we're about to wrap up soon, but I'll pop in the sound effect as well. You guys... Oh, I forgot to put the open sea sound effects. Oh, well. You guys can hear that? You start sinking. And sinking and start swimming down and swimming down and swimming down. At one point you hear... And you look around, you see a couple humpback whales swimming by. And then it gets darker. And darker as slowly but surely over the course of maybe an hour, you sink and you swim down, and you swim down, and you swim down.
I will
Scotty,
stab.
you were able to help by sort of dragging people through the water with your superior swimming speed, so you guys are
descending at a relatively quick speed.
I'll also sort of rub some of the blood into my eyes to cast dark vision as well, so I can see how I'm going.
Seeing further away. Okay. Jason, you're
Does
basically...
anyone look blind?
Jason, you're blind at this point.
Yeah. I'm just kind of basically trying to follow as much as I can, if I can at all.
I'm gonna hold Jason's hand the entire time.
As it's getting really dark, I'm gonna like hold there as one, so you can sort of see me in the gloom, and you'll see my finger coming towards your eye.
Okay.
And I cast dark vision as I smear a bit of blood into your eye.
so much sadness for Jason.
A dark cloud just dissipates out of Jason's anus.
I'm imagining dark vision under here for me is like that scene in Aquaman where like his eyes like adjust.
Exactly. So that, and at around about the 40-minute mark of you guys descending, it starts to come into focus. You start seeing lights in the distance. First one, it's almost looked like a starry night down below, but then more and more of various different colors, of golds and of indigos and of bright greens and blues. And before long, you see the city. A glittering mass of pale white buildings, tinted a slight dark bluish green by the color of the ocean. But each one unmistakably a crown jewel in its own right. Beautiful white stone, like white sandstone, forming these buildings. The city itself is, I'll tell you what, I'll show you exactly what you see.
Ooh.
So if I... So... You should be able to see it on Twitch. You see...
Oh, wow.
The city itself has two sections. A shanty section that borders the outer wall, and an inner section that frames an enormous statue of Thassa that you swear seems to be standing over a lake. Which is especially curious because you guys are underwater. Eslin, you would know that that is the sacred lake of Brine. The rest of the city, the larger and more fanciful buildings, seem to be framed around two underwater stacks that ascend from the bottom of the seafloor hundreds of feet, like two Ayers rocks type structures. Each one of them with various enormous sections of coral attached to it that trail off of the two stacks and off to the side into what you notice now is an enormous reef. Even at this distance, you can see glittering shapes and various sea creatures darting about in the reef. It's just, this is a cornucopia of marine life. And as you guys draw nearer to this beautiful jewel of an underwater city, that is where we'll end tonight's session.
Noise.
Just go ahead and turn off the water.
Get the crown, save the town, the Mr. Krabs.
Dope.
Right, who we got left in chat? I appreciate everyone who stuck it out. Strawberry, appreciate it so much. I see Ed probably had to dip for the night, that's fair enough. Yeah, so give us a shout, pop a little emoji in chat if you manage to stick with us to the end. We do so appreciate it. I realized this one ran a little bit longer. I did not expect that cool fight to last that long.
Damn crabs, man.
Yeah.
Never good when you get crabs.
Nope.
Yeah, so we'll let you guys go then. We do so greatly appreciate it. Until next time, we are DC30. Have a good evening.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much again for sticking it out, Strawberry. We do appreciate it. Bye.
Bye.